Do not worry.
Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host Anthony, coming to you from the heart of Lebanon in the 09 area code +961. I'm your host Anthony. So you got little Maki here, folks. We're gonna get all into little Maki. Maki's not feeling really well. He's constipated. Let's just get into it. He's constipated, but despite all of that, he's here making biscuits for y'all. Maki's here making biscuits, depleted, low on energy. We're going to talk about Maki. Meg sends $2 and says, how is Maki, sweet baby boy? We're going to get into Maki. We're going to get into Paige Christie, who is a black creator from the UK, made a video about Ethan Klein, Ethan Klein's racism, speaking on the blackface. Who better than to make a commentary video on Ethan Klein's racism and blackface than a black creator? So we're going to dig into that video and watch it and offer some commentary on that. Israel has been bombing the living shit out of Lebanon. They've been invading some land on the southern border. They've been bombing Lebanon indiscriminately. So we're going to talk about that. Jim D. Dukers sends $10 and says, Maki and Nata money. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm super out of it, so I'm just going to apologize in advance. I've had an extremely long 2 days. Anything that has to do with cats needing veterinarians stresses me the fuck out, particularly after what happened to Leopold a few months ago. So if I seem like I'm a little bit out of it, I am. I was supposed to start streaming at 8 p.m. tonight. Shit just kept going wrong these 2 days. We'll get into all of that. Before we get into all of that, we have a membership goal. 350 members. We're almost there. We have 342 amazing members. Lovely members who we love so much. Like Jim D. Dukers, like Paz, like the Noxolotto, like Catastrophic, like Andy Sparks TV, like Genova, like Dizzle McFizzle, like Meg or Maggie, like Shanna 9078. Like Kate from Canada, our beautiful, lovely members who get an exclusive members live stream every week, and it is also uploaded to Patreon to our lovely patrons. Let me shout out some of our lovely patrons right now. Before we get into that, lovely patrons, got your patrons like Elian Mujaber, Daniel Nechle, superhero patrons like Mitochondria, Claudia, Bonnie Buns, blonde patrons like Janazo, Mario M, Bilal Moghrabi, Enzo S, and abductee patrons like Wax Wolf, Bad Pierogi, Yip McYib, and Polish Pusher. We love you all so much. Thank you so much for the support. You are the reason why we can keep the lights on over here. You're the reason why we can persevere. And Jim D. Duker just gifted 5 new memberships. Holy shit. Almost at our goal. Thank you so much, Jim. So members, patrons, if you want to support the channel, it is a great way to do so. We love you all so very much. We cannot do this without you. The members live streams are then uploaded to Patreon. I need to upload the last one. I'm sorry, guys. I've had a horrible 2 days. I need to set a reminder for tomorrow to upload the live stream for patrons. I'm super sorry about that. I'll need someone to remind me. I'll ask Nour to remind me right now, actually. Nour, if you're watching, please remind me. So let me text her now, actually. I really need the reminder. You have no idea. I'll tell you guys. So Maki, and yes, but if you guys want to support the channel, you don't have to gift memberships. You don't have to become a member. More than enough for you guys to simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a Do Not Warrior. We will love you forever and appreciate you. Please remind me to upload Patreon video tomorrow. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Asked for a reminder. Genova 96 also gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Holy shit, we got 10 new members. We have crossed our goal, folks. I'm gonna update it. It doesn't update manually, so I'll have to update it in a second. It doesn't update automatically. I have to update it manually. My brain is not functioning. Meg sends $5 and says, King, do not stress. We understand. I cried taking my cat to get his vaccines. My heart and prayers are with you. And Lebanon, thank you so much, Meg. We love you. So let me get into, before we get into Israel bombing Lebanon and invading Lebanese land. And by the way, Genova, thank you so much for those 5 gifted donos. Congrats to Gay Aliens, Nuka Sherry for getting memberships. Cindy, The Skull, Joseph Latin, Maddie B. You guys are awesome. All of you guys, I love you so much. So, Marina, also, who's been a member for 9 months, says member for 9 months. When this is baby coming out, as a person who's been watching since a long time, I'm really proud of what this channel has become. Oh, well, thank you so much, Marina. When is this baby coming out? Which baby? As a person who's been watching since a long time, we love you so much, Marina. But the baby's coming out. Oh, you've been a member for 9 months. Holy shit, you're the baby. Oh, now I get it. Holy shit. Yeah, the baby is this episode tonight. Tonight is the baby of your 9 months commitment to this channel. Kate sends $7 Canadian and says, "We love you, Anthony." Kate, we love you too. Thank you so much. So here's what happened. So yesterday, Maki was not eating his food in the morning. He was not eating his food. And Marina also gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Guys, we're at 11 new memberships tonight. Marina, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to update all these in a second. So Maki yesterday was not eating. So I kind of panicked. Okay, and the night before, he ate his dinner, but like he left a little bit of food on the side. He didn't really eat the whole thing. The next morning, he didn't eat, and I saw a small hairball and some bile around it. I was like, okay, I've seen this before. He might throw up again. Sure enough, he threw up like 5 or 6 times that day, just liquid, bile and liquid. I wasn't home for a lot of it. I came back, I saw a bunch of puke. I was like, okay, this is what happened. So it could be nothing. It could just be like a case of nausea or something. Could be something stuck, a blockage. I called the doctor. We're like, okay, let's take him to the vet. It was 8 p.m., so we had to take him technically to like an emergency vet visit. So we show up at 8 p.m. They take 2 x-rays. First, they do like a physical checkup. Everything seemed fine. They took 2 x-rays. I'll show you the first one, and then I'll show you the second one. Where's the other one? No, that's from last time. So that's the first x-ray. This is a little Maki, I'm sorry for invading your privacy like this, little buddy, okay? This is his first x-ray. These little Maki's tummy. By the way, if anyone's a vet here, please, if you notice anything outside of the ordinary that my vet might have missed, please let me know. So this picture, I guess, did not yield any results. So they took another picture from another angle, and this is where they saw this right here. You guys see, oh, sorry, right here. You guys see where I'm pointing? So this right here is like a gas bubble. Supposedly, they said if it was like an actual like solid object or something, it would have like appeared differently on the x-ray. So the fact that it's like a black thing like this, it's basically gas accumulation, and it's probably caused by some kind of blockage. Like, there's got to be something right before this gas bubble that is causing this gas bubble to accumulate. So we waited. They opted not to do a blood test. They were like, this is probably what is causing the blockage. So they didn't do a blood test, but they gave him a shot. So they gave him a shot for his nausea, and came back home. He stopped throwing up. He hasn't thrown up since yesterday, so that's nice. But he still hasn't eaten properly. He didn't have dinner yesterday. This morning, he ate a little bit of food. He ate a tiny bit of food. Like, you could tell he wanted to eat, but like he couldn't. He ate. But what he has been doing throughout the day is like going to poop in the litter box, but like he's struggling to poop. Like, he sits there and like he's like putting pressure. He's putting pressure. He's trying to like poop. And then like a little tiny little like piece just like falls out. Like a tiny little, literally like a, what do you call it? Gille, like a marble. A little tiny little ball. Like, he did that like twice. Then the third time he pooped a little bit more. So he's like getting the poop out bit by bit, but he's still not eating properly. So then I called the vet again like a couple of hours ago. He told me to give him a bunch of hairball paste, which could act as like a lubricant to try to help him poop. So I gave him a bunch of hairball paste. I'm going to give him more hairball paste after this stream to try to make it easier for him to pass this poop, if that is the issue. So, and if by tomorrow morning he's still not eating, I'm going to take him back to the vet, and we're going to see what's up. If it's if there's something they can manually do, they can maybe like perform like some kind of enema or something to like flush out his system. We're gonna see what's up. But the vet didn't seem too concerned about it over the phone. You know what I'm saying? He didn't seem too concerned about it. But like with me, it's just like I hate going to the vet. After Leo passed away a few months ago, I just don't like going to the vet anymore. You know what I mean? And you're always concerned. And like, cats can't tell you what's wrong, and then you don't know what tests to get, what tests not to get. You don't know if the vets are just trying to get you to get any test because they know you're worried, and then they'll know you'll pay for anything to take care of your cat. So like I hate dealing with that whole thing. But then you just end up doing it because you're afraid for your cat. Like, you don't want anything to happen to him. Like, fuck the money at the end of the day. But it's all stressful, and I'm sure me complained. Like, like yesterday, the whole night at the vet, and I'm just telling you guys this just to compare with what you guys would have paid in the States. I paid $90 yesterday for him to get like an emergency vet visit at night, consultation, the shot, and they charged me for 2 X-ray pictures. They charged me separately for each picture. Isn't that fucking crazy? So I paid $90 total. But I feel like that would have been, if that was in the States, that would have been like $700, like X-rays and like a shot for your cat. Like, people need to get pet insurance there, or else you go fucking broke. But then tomorrow, if he needs more exams, holy balls, man. Not looking forward to that. So just hate going to the vet. I'm like, I'm so paranoid. Like, I could probably find a more affordable vet, but like, I used to take my cat Leo to that other place, and I like just don't want to go back there. Not because they're bad or incompetent or anything like that. It's just I'm too fucking traumatized by that place. Like, it just happened a few months ago. He died there. I don't feel comfortable going back there. Also, I had another vet who was Leopold's main vet. She's amazing. I think she's really smart. Like, she's an incredible vet. But I also like I associate her with my old cat. So like I take Maki and I take Nata to like a new vet, just different place that I don't associate with Leopold, but I still fucking hate going to the vet. I hate having to put Maki in the crate. He hates going in the crate. He's very sensitive to going into the crate. He's got very strong hind legs, so he kicks himself out of the crate. He scratches the shit out of us. So I had to do something yesterday. I had to do something yesterday that I haven't done with Maki yet, and it actually worked. I'm surprised it worked with his size. I had to grab him by like the neck. You know when you grab him by the neck, like their moms carry them from the neck, and they go all limp. He literally went completely limp. I just held him. Demi was holding his crate, and we just gently put him inside the crate, then let him go, and like we just closed the crate really fast. Like I'm shocked it worked at his size, at his age. I didn't remember that cats could still go like limp at that age if you just like hold him by the neck like that. It was incredible to see. So I hate taking the cat to the vet. Like the whole thing, I hate the entire process. And then he's meowing and he's stressed as fuck. He's afraid in the car as we're taking him there. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. You can't explain to him like, hey, we're just gonna go to make you better. He doesn't know. He's fucking terrified. The whole thing, I hate it all. So we might have to do another vet visit in the morning tomorrow. I hope to God he poops whatever is blocking, whatever is in his stomach. He shits it out tonight. And then tomorrow morning he can kind of eat a little bit. I hope that's the case. Sorry to bore you guys with the cat stuff. But like that's why I couldn't stream yesterday. That's why I had to delay the stream tonight by 2 hours. I almost didn't stream. Also, random side story. I sent a friend of mine needed like needed money like emergency wise, and I sent him cash, and then like the phone number that I sent the number to, like he had to get rid of the phone number, so the phone number isn't working, so he couldn't access the cash. So we've been trying to figure that out all day, and like how do we transfer him the money? How do I get it back? How does he get it back? How do we fix the whole thing? So I think we got it figured out now. So that was happening in parallel. The whole thing was just kind of a nightmare. Anyways, with all that said, all that personal stuff out of the way, thank you to everybody who's in the live. Thank you to everyone who's sending well wishes to Maki. Maki, you hear that? Everybody loves you, Makuki. Everybody loves you. Let me zoom into him a little bit. Little Makuki. Yes, sweet. Everybody loves little Makuki. Babylon asks, random suggestion. Do you think the rain outside might have gotten him sick? Might be a good idea to mention to your vet. I mean, maybe, but like, I mean, it seems pretty clear to be a blockage, at least from the x-ray, that's what it shows. And from what I've seen him trying to poop, it's going and then just a little tiny ball dropping. And the first ball that dropped was half soft and half like hard. It looked like hardened poop. So like, there's definitely something in there, man. I don't know, man. I just hate the whole thing. Meg sends a $10 dono. It says, take care of yourself. Thank you so much, Meg. That's way too generous of you. You're way too sweet. Thank you guys so much, honestly. Maki will be hopefully... I just don't like dealing with any illness. And I need to be better about it because I'm getting very stressed out. I'm so traumatized about what happened with Leopold that I get overly stressed about it, and I need to calm down because I don't think I help anyone when I'm getting stressed out, but it's just... I just hate fucking dealing with it. Hidden Iron just became a Do Not Warrior. Hidden Iron, who's an active on the gaming channel. Hello, Hidden Iron. And speaking of the gaming channel, thank you so much, Hidden Iron. That's very sweet of you. Speaking of the gaming channel, folks, take a second to subscribe to Do Not Worry Gaming. We are playing some fun games. I went back to the water park, folks. We're almost done with the water park. I'm still playing through Sifu, but I might quit that game, guys. I don't like it at all. But I did beat the second level. Subscribe to the channel. A lot more fun games coming. Dark Souls 2 is coming soon. And that's what's going to be happening. With that down, the link is in the, linked on top of the live chat. Lebanon, folks. We talked about this a couple of days ago. Israel is bombing the shit out of Lebanon. They're starting like some kind of new fucking bombing campaign over here. I don't know what's going on. But, It's just the Greater Israel Project. They're expanding. They're already taking over land in Syria, as you know. They're taking over land in southern Syria. They're expanding in the West Bank. They're taking over Gaza. And they're starting to take over southern Lebanon because our government is letting them, because they signed like a peace deal with them. Peace deal. We've been bombed every day since. Chris just gifted another Do Not Worry membership. Thank you so much, Chris. That's fucking awesome. Sifu's great, but I suck at it, Tranquil. Or at least I'm not... I mean, it's pissing me off too much. So here's what's happening. So a couple of days ago, there's a bunch of things are happening. They're invading... They're taking over land and they're building a wall 4,000 meters within our border. Not for that. Yeah, 4,000 meters within the border. Square meters. They're bombing the shit out of the south. They're bombing... They're doing like targeted strikes against Hezbollah members. All sorts of shit is happening here. And they're also attacking the UNIFIL, the UN forces, the peacekeeping forces. So this we talked about this a couple of days ago. I'm just going to go over it quickly. This morning, this is from UNIFIL's official Twitter. This morning, the Israeli Defense Forces fired on UNIFIL peacekeepers from a Merkava tank from near a position Israel had established in Lebanese territory. So the IDF fired at UN peacekeepers within Lebanese territories. Heavy machine gun rounds hit approximately 5 meters from the peacekeepers, who were on foot and had to take shelter in the terrain. Peacekeepers asked for the IDF to stop firing through UNIFIL's liaison channels. They were able to leave safely 30 minutes later when the Merkava tank withdrew inside the IDF position. Fortunately, no one was injured. This represents a serious violation of Security Council Resolution 1701. Yet again, we call on the IDF to cease any aggressive behavior and attacks on or near peacekeepers who are working to support the return to the stability that both Israel and Lebanon say they seek. So, not only are they invading our land, bombing the shit out of Lebanese people, bombing the shit out of the south, they're also attacking UN peacekeepers. We also talked about this a couple of days ago, and I've been talking about this a lot. I like tweeted this out as well. Israel begins building a wall in newly occupied territories in southern Lebanon. So this is our border, and they're building, basically the red line here represents the wall that they're building within our border. So they're basically claiming this land, our borderland. I mean, you might think it's nothing. They're fucking redrawing our borders. They're redrawing our fucking country. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck are they doing right here? And how far are they going to extend this wall? How much is it going to, like, you know what I mean? How far west, and like, it's fucking insane. How far north is it going to go? Are they like, how much land are they claiming essentially? And there's actually a video on this very wall. So Israel is accused of seizing more Lebanese land as residents document new 4,000 square meter expansion. Here's a video, and it's subtitled. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. Kate sends $7 Canadian. So thank you so much, Kate. And says, my kitty recently passed away. It was my husband's pet, and he's still grieving. I think he would agree with everything you feel and said about your kitties. Oh, I'm still grieving. Anytime I think about Leopold, like, it's devastating, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'm very sorry for your loss. It's super hard. It's like the hardest thing I've ever went through in my life, you know? It's horrible. It was my longest relationship with my little Leopold. My little baby. So let's watch this video right here. Should provide some good insight.
هذه سياسة القادم معروفة عندهم من أيام الأربعينات معروفة كيف بيقدموا الأرض شيئا فشيئا.
Sorry, it was a little low. Let me restart it.
القادم معروفة عندهم من أيام الأربعينات معروفة كيف بيقدموا الأرض شيئا فشيئا. قبل هذه الحرب ما كان في جدار ابدا، كان في هالسياج اللي موجود حد الطريق.
So you're saying there was no wall before the war, the most recent war, there was just a fence?
اللي بيعملوا عليه دورية حد البساتين هون. وهذا الجدار الاسمنتي عم يشتغلوا فيه بسرعة، ورش عم تشتغل بسرعة، وما بنعرف شو الهدف منه، ولكن
So they're working on this wall, they're trying to set it up as quickly as they can. They have multiple construction sites working on it, and he says we don't know what do you think the goal is, man? They're taking our land.
كل ما عملوا جزء من هذا الجدار الاسمنتي بنلاحظ نحن كل فترة كل ما يقطعوا مسافة بيفوتوا لهم شوية، وعلى الأرض إذا بيفوت من هون صفر بيطلع بالآخر ب4 كيلومتر. هذا الجدار اللي عم
So he's saying we see them inching ever closer. Like they're trying to get into like 4 kilometers deep within Lebanon right now. They're bombing Gaza. They're bombing Palestine. They're bombing Syria. They're bombing Lebanon. They're bombing Yemen. They're bombing Iran. They were bombing Iraq at some point. Like, holy shit, man.
عملوه هذا جدار يعني مبين لسنين.
Yeah, this guy knows what's up. He's like, this wall looks like it's going to be there for years. Of course it's going to be there for years. Who's going to get... Is our military going to get rid of it? No, they're not. They're not allowed to.
اليونيفيل عم يتواجد بالمنطقة هون أو بس حكى إنه في خرق وفل؟
لا هن عم بيتواجدوا على طول.
Yeah, UNIFIL. We saw what happened. Like, they're talking about UNIFIL. Aren't UN peacekeepers present? They can't do shit. They get shot at by the IDF. They have to call in a liaison like, hey, please tell the IDF to stop shooting at us. They don't even defend themselves. They don't even fire back at the IDF who's shooting at them. They have to call for help and be like, hey, please ask them to stop. What are they even doing there, to be honest with you? If the peacekeepers can't keep the peace, what are they doing? Just earning salaries for what? This really pisses me off, dude. Like, they're literally taking over my land right now, man.
عندهم دوريات بالمنطقة اللي عندنا هون. خروقات هي مش بس على الأرض. هي الخروقات على الأرض وبالسماء يعني بنكون بالليل.
So yeah, they're not only violating us on the ground, they're violating us by air. Exactly. Fucking drones all day, bombs all day, bombs in the south. They're bombing villages, Christian, Muslim. It doesn't fucking matter. They're bombing everyone. And literally, like, they're literally building a wall. I don't know. How do you make this more concrete? How do you prove to someone, hey, they're invading our land? They are coming into within our border and building a fucking wall, making up their own fucking minds. And our government can't do shit to fucking stop them. Our military is powerless to fucking stop them. Meg sends $5 and says, God, between Israel's bullshit and the crisis in Sudan, hope feels distant and foreign. My heart and eyes are with you, Lebanon and Sudan. I know it's horrible, and I feel horrible. We haven't even had a chance to fucking talk about what's happening in Sudan right now. It's kind of overwhelming, knowing what's going on everywhere in the world, and just knowing how much bullshit happens. How much, not bullshit, to call it bullshit. How many horrifying fucking things are happening every second of every fucking day. How many governments are complicit governments that we have no choice but participating with. Like, a lot of us have lived in the US or currently live in the US, a country that is funding most of these fucking wars and that is partnering up with all of these countries that are murdering all of these people, whether it's the UAE, whether it's Israel. Thank you so much, Meg, for all the generous donos. Nogzalato sends $2 and says, get well soon. Little Makuki sending good vibes. Makuki, you hear that? Look at Maki. He's cozy right now. He's being cozy. That's very good. I love you, little Makuki. And Fandango John. Damn, Fandango John. Do you work at Fandango? It's fucking awesome. Kicking in for any vet bills. See my previous message about a trick to get them to drink more. One of our cat is probably getting badly backed up with poops, and it works great. Ooh, let me check that out. What I do when I feed him, Fandango, he said, just got on skimming the vid. If you need to get him to drink more for constipation, try putting a few drops of tuna can liquid in a bowl of water. My cat goes crazy for it when you can't poop. Ooh, that's crazy. I tried to feed him tuna earlier. He didn't eat it as well, and I put some of that water in. What I normally do to get them to drink, anytime I feed them their food, I put water with their food, so their food is mixed in with water, so they're getting their water and their food at the same time. Like, these motherfuckers are super well hydrated. As soon as Maki starts making biscuits on the blanket, he starts like drooling. So he has been drinking, but if he's not drinking, the tuna water sounds like a fucking great fucking thing. That's fucking awesome. And I need to restock on tuna cans. Fandango John, we salute you, sir. And if you work for Fandango, let's get some tickets for the podcast. I mean, I can't buy tickets for Fandango because I'm in Lebanon. We can't use Fandango here, but if some of our viewers want some Fandango. But even if you don't work for Fandango, we still love you, John. We still love you. Thank you so much for the generous dono. Maki, appreciate you. Maki, say thank you to Fandango, John. All right, there you go. All right, let's finish this video. At night, we can hear the sound of tanks.
وين ما حدا بيعرف هن بفوتوا بيطلعوا يعني ما في احترام للسيادة اللبنانية.
Yep, utter disregard to Lebanese sovereignty.
هذا الجدار ما بيبشر بالخير لأنه ما في عنا حدا يردعهم. عم يسرقوا ما حدا بيردعهم. يتمادوا بالسرقة لأنه نحن كمان كل ما سرقوا كل ما وطينا راس.
The more they steal, the lower we bow our heads. We have no one to stop them. Exactly. If now the government and everyone is trying to neuter Hezbollah, they want to disarm Hezbollah, and they're like, hey, the only way we can have peace with Israel is if we disarm Hezbollah. So, and now Hezbollah hasn't been responding, they haven't been retaliating, they haven't been doing anything to Israel. They're just sitting there and fucking taking it. And every day Israel bombs the south. They bomb the south. They bomb the south. They build a wall. They build a wall. They fly drones over Beirut. They fly drones over Beirut. They attack UN peacekeepers in Lebanon. And we do nothing. Our government does nothing. Our military is incapable of defending themselves against the Israelis. So they can't even try. They won't even try, because if they try to do anything against the IDF, it is basically declaring war against Israel. And you're giving the Israeli government carte blanche to bomb the living shit out of Lebanon, including like just the Lebanese government, public institutions, because at that point they'll be like, well, our war is no longer just against Hezbollah. And even when they claim that their war is just against Hezbollah, they bomb the living shit out of public services and stuff like that. Don't you worry about that. And ancient sites and stuff like that. But now, if the Lebanese military gets involved, they'll take that as that's it. The Lebanese government is officially involved. That means we are going to bomb everything, everyone. Gaza 2.0. Let's fucking go. So the Lebanese government isn't going to touch it. Hezbollah doesn't want to touch it because they just got devastated not too long ago. And they don't want to drag Lebanon into another war as well. But they also don't want to disarm. And what's going to happen? We're being dragged into another war with Israel. It's happening slowly but surely.
كدولة كسلطة نحن عم نشوفهم كيف بيفوتوا على أرضنا، كيف بتفوت آلياتهم، كيف بكل صلافة بيظهروا حتى إذا كانت دورية للجيش اللبناني، يعني بيمرقوا وكأنه ما في حدا قدامهم. هذا مؤسف جدا. نحن بدنا هذه السلطة تدعم هذا الجيش. ما بنرضى أبدا أولادنا وضباطنا يظلوا ينهانوا أمام هذا العدو.
He says we refuse to have our soldiers and our children being humiliated by this enemy. And this is what this is. This is humiliation. They are coming into our land, putting up a wall, and basically saying, like, what? What are you going to do about it? Like, what? And they're right. There's nothing we can fucking do about it. And if we do anything about it, if Hezbollah strikes back, and it's their right, you have an enemy country coming into our land, building a fucking wall, invading our land, anyone has the right to fucking respond. I have the right to go with a fucking car and ram into that fucking wall because it's not supposed to be there. But then if anyone does that, if anyone does the just act of defending our own border, we will be accused of starting a war. And that means we are now opening the floodgates to Israel massacring the shit out of Lebanese people. Like, do you see the predicament we're in? Do you see the lack of control that we have in this situation right now? We can't do shit. We're completely powerless. We're completely powerless. Whoever says differently, and they'll say the only solution is to have Hezbollah disarm. Well, how do you want Hezbollah to disarm when the South is being bombed by Israel every day? But you say, but they'll stop bombing the South if Hezbollah disarms. Who's giving you that guarantee? We signed a peace treaty with the Israelis just a few months ago to stop the war. But was it a year ago at this point? It's been a year, almost. Here they are taking land. Here they are still bombing the shit out of Lebanon. Nothing's changed. There's no treaty that you can sign with these people. You can't trust the Israelis. You can't trust the Israeli government. It's all for nothing. It's all for naught. And here they are, taking over our fucking land. Here's our border. Look at that. This is our border. This is our fucking... I used to have this tattooed on my arm, man. I had to get it covered up because it was cheesy as shit. But, like, I had the Lebanese fucking outline on my fucking wrist, man. And now they're trying to change how my country looks. I don't know if this means anything to you, but imagine whatever country you're watching me from, a neighboring country just, like, setting their foot on your land and be like, hey, yeah, we claim this now, and we're just redrawing the map. We're going to jerry-rig the whole thing. Not Jerry, what is it called? Gerrymander. Sorry, jerry-rig everything. We're going to gerrymander and just claim more land. Greater Israel. So anyways, we've been dealing with that. That's fun. So, and what is the Lebanese government going to do about that? Are we sending the military? What are we doing to get our land back? Boom, folks. Lebanon to complain to the UN over Israel wall building in the south. We're filing a complaint. Like a good Karen, folks. We're calling the manager. We are calling the UN, who just got shot at by the IDF and did nothing about it. Those are the people we're calling. The people that just stood there like, hey, please stop shooting. Hey, someone tell the Israelis to stop firing at us. Those are the people we're calling like, hey, can you do something about that wall? That wall's never coming the fuck down, man. UNIFIL says more than 4,000 square meters of Lebanese territory have been made inaccessible to the Lebanese people. I want to go there, Khayy. I had no interest in going to these 4,000 square meters. I want to go there now. I want to go to that land now and have a fucking picnic. That's what I want to do. 4,000 square meters, man. Can you imagine? Let's read what this article has to say about this complaint that we're filing. How about we're sending a strongly worded letter, guys. We're sending a strongly worded letter. Lebanon's government is set to complain to the UN over allegations that Israel is building a wall in occupied territory in the south. On Friday, the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon said the Israeli army had built walls in South Lebanon near the UN demarcated blue line. Israel has denied the allegations, but on Sunday, how do you deny? Look, there's video evidence, ya akhwat al-sharmuta. Shu deny? You're in 4K. A fucking satellite can see what you're doing. Way deny. Look, excuse me. What is it? Where was I? Oh, yes. Israel has denied the allegations, but on Sunday, President Joseph Aoun's office said he had instructed officials to file an urgent complaint to the United Nations Security Council against Israel for constructing a concrete wall on Lebanon's southern border exceeding the blue line. So we're filing an urgent complaint to get this solved, folks. UNIFIL said last month that its peacekeepers had surveyed a concrete T-wall erected by the Israeli army southwest of Yarun and found that it crossed the blue line, rendering more than 4,000 square meters of Lebanese territory inaccessible to the Lebanese people. An Israeli military spokesperson told AFP that since the start of the war in Gaza, the Israeli army has implemented a series of measures, including strengthening the physical barrier along the northern border. So they've implemented a series of measures, including strengthening the physical barrier. The wall does not cross the blue line, he asserted, stating that its construction began in 2022, nearly a year on from the ceasefire that ended between Israel and Hezbollah. Israeli forces have continued near daily bombardments across the south and the occupation of at least 5 areas. More than 300 people, including over 100 civilians, have been killed in Israeli strikes since 27th of November 2024. So 1 year since the ceasefire, folks, they've killed 300 people. 300 people. Since the ceasefire. Good times. Good times. Jim D. Dukers sends $10 and says, ooh, sneaking some US money into Lebanon. Well, thank you so much, Jim. Jim, you're being too kind, too generous. W's in the chat for Mayor Jim El-Mukhtar, our beloved Jim. So yeah, we're sending a letter, an angry letter. By the way, President Joseph Aoun, we love you. We know you're in a difficult position. Do not put me in jail. I am not criticizing our government. Never would I ever criticize our Lebanese government, who is between a rock and a hard place. Wink, wink. Do not arrest me. Please. Everything needs disclaimer. Ethan Klein, don't sue me. Lebanese government, don't arrest me. What happened to freedom of speech? God damn it. But anyways, yes, we're handling as best we can. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, maybe we shouldn't have signed a peace treaty with the Israelis. I'll throw that out there. How about that? What else? So let's just look at some footage and photos of Israel bombing Lebanon. You guys want to do that? Let's look at our country being devastated by the Israelis. Breaking. Oh, so this is from Sulaiman Ahmed. I don't know how accurate this is, but let's read it. It sounds fun. Breaking. Israel invasion of Lebanon begins. Israel is planning a multi-day military campaign in Lebanon. IDF forces have reportedly already entered the Lebanese border village of Adaise with Lebanese army reinforcements rushing to the area. This is why they wanted to take weapons away from Hezbollah. Source channel 13. And I mean, honestly, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that this is true. Here is Israeli warplanes have expanded their assault beyond Gaza, bombing the Palestinian refugee camp of Ain al-Halwa in southern Lebanon and killing 11 people. So yeah, we have a bunch of Palestinian refugee camps in Lebanon. I'm not going to lie and tell you that Palestinians are treated great in Lebanon, or like the condition of those refugee camps are great. They're horrible conditions. They live in horrible conditions. Most would describe under the poverty line. There was like basically a civil war between Lebanese people and Palestinians in the past. So the Lebanese government does nothing to support these Palestinian refugees. They can't get work permits, etc. They can't get citizenship. It's very hard for them to like sustain a life here. And despite all of that, despite all of this hardship, Israel wants to make it harder for them and just bombed a refugee camp, Ain al-Halwa in South Lebanon, killing 11 people. Ain al-Halwa is Lebanese land, but it is a Palestinian camp. Communities of families displaced since the Nakba, crowded into barely a square mile with nowhere to go. Any strike there is guaranteed to kill civilians. That reality is known before the missiles are launched. After destroying so much of Gaza and killing tens of thousands, Israeli forces are now hitting Palestinian communities outside of Gaza. Like, that's right. It's not enough for them to kill Palestinians in Palestine, in Gaza, in the West Bank. They want to kill Palestinians outside of Palestine. They want to erase these people. So, any way they can. Here's some footage. These are just civilians, regular families. You see people running down there, running in the street. Israel bombs Ain al-Hilwa Palestinian refugee camp. So this is more footage from the from the camps. People being taken in the hospital to the hospital. I've been to a Palestinian refugee camp a few years ago to film like a mini documentary. It was me and some friends. It was like a hired job from I think it was like UNICEF or something like that. It was to film a series of documentaries to show how bad the living conditions are, to try to raise money to help renovate a lot of the houses in that refugee camp. So the condition, I can attest to how bad the conditions there are. And all these like tight roads, like it's just very hard to get around. Oh, sorry about that. Trigger warning, my bad guys. I did not check these earlier. Very violent. Someone completely chopped up. Another Israeli assassination strike targets a vehicle in Bint Jbeil, southern Lebanon, killing 1. Israel has now killed 367 Hezbollah members since the Israel-Hezbollah ceasefire 1 year ago. Hezbollah has responded 0 times. So they just bombed the car. And by the way, when someone says Hezbollah members can be combatants, of course, but they can also be nurses, they can also be doctors, they can also be school teachers. There are a lot of people that support Hezbollah or that have like an active community role that are maybe considered part of Hezbollah, but that are not combatants. Israelis don't give a fuck. And even if they are combatants, they have every right to defend their land from a foreign invader. So I don't even need to make that disclaimer. So I'm just going to rush through these because there's a lot. I'm not going to show this one. Christians in Lebanon. I'm not sure if this happened recently, but this could have been a few months ago when the war was happening. Israel wipes out the entire village of Haibib in southern Lebanon, home to Shrine of Prophet Benjamin. The shrine, located atop a hill and featuring arched chambers, a historic courtyard, cemetery, and tomb, was over 2,100 years old. So yeah, I guess they wiped that out. Let's watch. Fandango John, peace out. Don't work at Fandango, but when I was in high school, a friend gave me a Fandango branded name tag with the name Fandango from the theater where he worked. So if that counts, you know what? That fucking counts. Fandango John, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the dono. And we love you. Have a good night. Would have been nice to get some free tickets though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, guys? Wouldn't it? More strikes in southern Lebanon. Footage. This is from the village of Tair Filsai. Megger Maggie just gifted 1 Do Not Worry membership, folks. We're at 14 new members tonight. I gotta update those numbers. Boom. Insane. Civilian home. Fucking apartment building. But there was a Hezbollah member living in that apartment. Okay. So yeah, that's what we've been dealing with basically the last couple of days. I got more footage of strikes. I don't think we need to watch. This is an Israeli drone strike hit a car in the town of Ain al-Tiri. In the town of al-Tiri in southern Lebanon, leaving several university students wounded after their bus happened to be driving just behind the targeted car. So they were trying to hit a targeted car. There was a university bus right behind it, and the students got injured. Look at the shape of the bus. Holy fuck. So yeah, they killed 1 person. They targeted one individual, and a whole bunch of university students got injured because they were driving behind that car. Israelis doing whatever the fuck they want to do. So this is look at this tweet by Hussein Abdul Hussein. He says, this is exactly how the anti-Israel lying machine works. She accuses Israel of killing a school principal. Check out the Hezbollah poster declaring him a mujahid martyr. So this lady was saying Israel just killed Muhammad Shweikh, the school principal, in front of his home in South Lebanon. So he's a school principal, and he also happens to defend his land when a violent invader is threatening, to steal more of our land and kill more of our people. So I guess he's a combatant from time to time. When he's not a school principal, he's a fucking badass. That's what he is. So this person correctly corrected this person, Phoebes, then corrected this motherfucker and said being Hezbollah member does not make killing him okay. He was a school principal, and under international law, they can't target someone who isn't actively engaged in hostilities. Even in war, a fighter off the battlefield isn't a legitimate target under the Geneva Conventions. Exactly. So, however you try to spin it, they have no fucking right to kill this guy, but literally, they're killing whoever they want with impunity. They could fucking kill me and say that I was Hezbollah, or say that I was Hamas, or say whatever the fuck they want. Who's gonna stop him? Who's gonna get him? Do you think it fucking matters that I'm a US citizen? No one gives a shit. No one cares. No one gives a fuck, man. And if shit wasn't bad enough in Lebanon, I told you guys, Israelis have also taken over southern land. They've completely taken over the Golan Heights. Here is Benjamin Netanyahu landing in Syria. Like he owns the fucking place. Israeli leadership in occupied southern Syria earlier today, showing neighboring countries what happens to their land when they start accepting direct negotiations with Israel on the basis that your land will be disarmed for Israel. So here he is, walking down from his helicopter like he owns the whole fucking place. Look at that, shades on and everything. Fucking motherfucker. Surrounded by IDF soldiers. They're in Syria. They're in Syria now. Literally, just they're in there walking around like nothing happened. Like they belong there. Yeah, wear all that protective gear. Hey, my sidlak shia khu sharmuta. Shiatin kilkun. Look at all these fuckers. My neighboring country of Syria, our fellow Arab brothers. Look at this shit, man. Our brothers and sisters. Got this motherfucker doing photo op fucking propaganda videos in Syria. Look at this shit. Makes me sick to my stomach. Here's a photo of him. There's something, I like the caption. There's something about this pic of Netanyahu visiting Israeli-occupied Syria, flanked by IDF soldiers whose faces need to be blurred so that they're not prosecuted for war crimes while they're on vacation overseas. Look at this, man. Thinks he's fucking James Bond. And then again, keep in mind, Israelis recently let in a huge influx of smartphones in Gaza. Remember the pager attack in Lebanon, and remember the news that they found that in certain Samsung devices, the Israeli government has installed like software that you can't uninstall, and that software, that app can actually install whatever the fuck it wants on your phone. So the fact that they're letting a huge influx of smartphones into Gaza, they're just using it to track Palestinians. They're using it to spy on them. They're going to use those fucking phones in horrific ways, and do not be shocked if they use them to fucking explode in people's hands by overheating the fucking battery or whatever the fuck they want to do. So yeah, that's Israel for y'all. For y'alls. I'm going to try not talking about Israel anymore for the next few minutes, because I have a whole bunch of other topics, Israeli topics, but fuck it. Or like Zionists and shit. I'm kind of sick of them. So here's what we're going to do. Let me see what else we got that we can talk about quickly. I definitely have some Michael Jackson impersonator updates to get to. But first, a quick shout out to our queen, Miss Rachel. Our queen, Miss Rachel. You guys remember the Rahaf video? We watched this together. We cried together watching this. Okay? But there's a nice little update that I want to share. Sad update and then happy update. Here's little Rahaf, who lost both of her legs in an Israeli airstrike. Miss Rachel, the angel, spent time with her. I think helped pay for her treatment.
See the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we
adorable little angel, little Rahaf.
They're so still. Are they ill? Wake up soon. Let's pretend to sleep.
Such a little angel, this little child. There's no other way to describe her than a little angel.
Wake up, little bunnies! Skip, little bunny, skip, skip, skip. Skip, little bunny, skip, 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 little bunny, skip, 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 and stop. Let's hop again. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 and stop.
I mean, it's hard not to tear up every time you watch this. I've watched this countless times, even right now. If I squint just a little bit, a tear shall come down my face. It's impossible not to. love Miss Rachel for doing this. Love little Rahaf for doing this. But a few weeks ago, I wanted to talk about this on a previous episode, but I didn't get a chance to because we had too much to get through. Shared the story of like just trying to secure this location where they were playing was like a nightmare. She had to call 3 different places and no one wanted to let her use it because they just didn't want to like associate with like a Palestinian girl or something. Whatever holy shit, everyone's going crazy with the memberships. So DG, did I miss that? DG gifted 5 other memberships. Holy shit, DG. So DG's gifted 10 memberships today? Am I mistaken? DG, thank you so much for such a generous dono. Also, Bat Pierogi just gifted 1 membership, and Meg or Maggie just donated 5 memberships. So W's in the chat for everyone. You guys are so fucking awesome. 25 new members today. 25 new members. You guys are fucking awesome. I love you. So Miss Rachel shared this video about just trying to secure a location for
I found out
Rahaf.
Rahaf was coming. I wanted to help her have the best day ever. I called a place in New York City that I thought Rahaf would have a great time at. And I explained that she's a double amputee, she's 3. I explained that there would be no press, no pictures, just her having an amazing time. And I was talking to the business owner, and the business owner said, let me think about it. And I was just crushed. I didn't understand why she would say she needed to think about it. I realized it wasn't going to be a good atmosphere, so I just said, you know, actually, never mind, I'm going to try somewhere else. And then she said, yeah, so sorry, it's really complicated. And I was like, it's actually not complicated. So then I called another place, and this time I was very hesitant on the phone explaining the situation, but I did explain there'd be no press, no photos, so I was gonna rent the whole place. So
also with
there'd
5
be no
memberships in the chat. Holy shit, Dizzle McFizzle. We're at 30 new members today. You guys have gone completely insane. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Dizzle, W's for Dizzle, guys.
Explain there'd be no press, no photos, so I was gonna rent the whole place, so there'd be no other customers, which you can do for a birthday at these places. And the woman on the phone was so kind, and she said, definitely. She said, we even have a Palestinian employee. So I was so touched. This is gonna be so great, and I was so excited. And then I got an email a few days later saying, we have to cancel due to the safety of our staff.
Safety of our
and I was
staff.
in shock because actually, in both
I gotta refresh this. It's not letting me pause. The safe. Can you like? What's gonna happen to your staff? Like, are they gonna get harassed by like some fucking Zionist customer that's like, "How dare you host a Palestinian amputee child in your play place? I don't want my child exposed to a war refugee." Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I wanted to, and
Oh, so the first place said, "Let me think about it." That was fucking
I
horrible.
was just crushed. I didn't understand why she would say she needed to think about it. I realized it wasn't
Because you're a human being and you have a heart, Miss Rachel. That's why you couldn't understand.
going to be a good atmosphere. So I just said, you know, actually, never mind. I'm going to try this space for, you know, a birthday party, like an event, because you're bringing a Palestinian person. I just can't imagine this space. Actually, we have to cancel due to the safety of our staff. And I was in shock because actually, in both circumstances, it's illegal to say you can't rent this space for, you know, a birthday party, like an event, because you're bringing...
Honestly, if she wasn't, like, if I were Miss Rachel, my petty ass would have fucking exposed those 2 motherfucking places. I'd have been like, the first place that rejected me is McPlay Place in Wisconsin. Place number 2 is, you know, Mr. Fizzle's, no, actually, no, if it's Dizzle McFizzle, then he would actually let the kid, I don't know why I was thinking Fizzle. It sounds cute. It could be like a toy store. Mr. Fizzle's Toys. You know what? Mr. Clinksy, you know, his toy place also said no. I would shame him, but she's too sweet. She's too nice of a person. She would never do that. Can you imagine Miss Rachel, like, calling out someone and, like, tagging them for not helping? She can't do that. She's too sweet.
A Palestinian person. I just can't imagine what that employee felt, because the person who owns the place was basically saying, because this little girl is Palestinian like you, she's not welcome here. Could have said, I'm gonna rent the whole space for a kid's party and just shown up. I shouldn't have had to ask permission, but I guess I just thought maybe I should, and that maybe they'd make it extra special. Oh, and then the 4th place I called.
4th? Oh, she had to go through 4 places. She's getting so emotional, man. It's like insane. What? Honestly, she's She's such a pure lady. I don't know what else to say. She's so pure. Such a pure, kind-hearted woman. Such a good example of like the Christian faith, what a Christian person should be. Such a great example for Christian people who sometimes feel like everyone makes fun of Christians and stuff. Like, such a great example of someone Christian who doesn't shove her faith down your throat. She's just like, hey, as a Christian woman, I feel like this is my duty to help. And she's fucking doing God's work.
I didn't even mention the first one because it's a long story, but...
Oh, she didn't even mention the first one. Shit.
The fourth place I called. Explain the situation. And they were like, of course, we're so excited. You can take pictures. You can do anything here. Everyone's welcome. And I don't even want to say where the business was that welcomed us with the most beautiful open arms. Because I don't want them to get backlash for having her. Who gave Rahaf.
So she's afraid to even share who let them in. She's afraid to even share who let this little amputated girl come into play because she doesn't want them to get any backlash. Look at the amount of consideration.
The most amazing day ever.
But the reason I'm sharing this a few weeks late is because yesterday, or 2 days ago, Miss Rachel did actually share the name of the people who let little Rahaf play. And here it is. I'm very happy to finally see these people's beautiful faces. So here we go. Miss Rachel with the owners of the only venue that agreed to host Rahaf, a 3-year-old double amputee. Here's the picture. And here they are. These two beautiful black souls. I don't know how else to say it, folks. I love their faces. God, man, African Americans, truly, they understand Arabs. We have this connection, folks. All minorities, all non-whites have this thing. Man, we get it. They get it. Black people stand with the people of Palestine. Black people stand with the people of Gaza. I love these people. I love their fucking smiles. Look at them. Such angels. So she said, many of you saw the video where I shared that 3 venues turned us down to have Rahaf, a 3-year-old from Gaza who was a double amputee, have a special day of play. The venue that welcomed Rahaf with open arms was Play Street Museum on the Upper West Side in NYC. I love them so much. So they're called Play Street Museum in New York. If any of you, now this is a long shot, if any of you here live in New York, if any of you have any family in New York, support these people. If you have kids and you want to send them somewhere to play, send them to these. Support these fucking people. Support these beautiful fucking souls. I love them. Look at the smiles on there. Their smiles make me want to smile. I've had 2 shit days. The fact they're like, of course, just fucking come film. Are you kidding me? Like, just have a good time. Angels. Angels, angels, angels. Meg sent 2 donos. I'm sorry, I missed the first one. Meg sent $5 and says, my pediatric RN heart cannot handle this. Sweet lovies all the world over deserve safety and appropriate care. Healthcare is a human right. I know, it's insane. It's insane, Meg. And another dono, another $5 dono. My American petty patients get visits from celebrities, but Palestinian children have to beg to be treated like humans. Why is the world so sick? It's crazy, I know. My petty patients get visits from celebrities. I really don't know what to say, Meg. And the fact that 3 places turned her down before she got to these people is fucking insane. And all they had to, like, do you know how much business these guys are going to get now? Do you know how much business they're going to get because they got the Miss Rachel seal of approval? They got the Lebanese seal of approval. I love them. Ooh, Genova. Genova, you in New York? Holy shit. That's fucking awesome. Genova says support incoming. Let's fucking go. Genova also gifted memberships earlier. Genova, we love you so much. I'm going to update the membership number if you guys give me a second because it's actually changed quite a lot. Let me open Streamlabs real quick. So we got 30 new members. You guys are crazy, man. Okay, so 30 new members. Let me update this real quick. If you guys will be patient with me. I know that the system is wrong. End goal, so we're at 372 now. So we're going to change the goal to 400 now. It is only right. 400. You guys are crazy, guys. Members goal ends at the end of the month. Save. Ooh, right there. There we go. Sorry, I need to figure out how to do it automatically. Maybe I need to pay for Streamlabs or something to do that. Anyways, so that is the nice little update. I'm just so happy that we can finally share the smiles. These beautiful people. Support them. They're great. These people, and also we talked about that pizza place that's giving people 2 slices of pizza and a soda who lost their EBT in like New Jersey. Incredible people. Just sweet, sweet people. The essence of America. The essence of America. Okay, one more topic, and then we're going to jump to Ethan Klein, okay? You guys know I've been obsessed with the Michael Jackson lookalikes. there's a whole bunch of beef happening with the Michael Jackson lookalikes. The Fabio Jackson dude, I did a whole live stream about him. He's losing his fucking mind, and he's getting into so much trouble. We just got to watch these. Okay, give me 10 minutes of Michael Jackson. Okay, just let me have this. I had a horrible 2 days, and then we will do the Ethan Klein reaction. Paige, Christy, we're going to do it. But first, please just indulge me for a moment. Here's Fabio Jackson, the Michael Jackson lookalike, who thinks he is the final Michael, the living Michael Jackson. Here he is. So Fabio Jackson reacts to Justin Bieber laughing at him for pretending to be the real Michael Jackson and then posting it on his Instagram story. So now we have Fabio who's going to comment on Justin Bieber. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Ooh, Jim D. Duker sends $2 and says, join us on Discord. Link is in the description. Please do, folks. We have a very nice, lovely, lively Discord community. We have a lot of fun on there. The community there is, whether I'm in there or not, folks, they're having a good time. They play Wordle, all sorts of little conversations, gaming, music, Fallen fans, whatever you guys want is on the Discord. Join us for a good time. Now back to Fabio Jackson. So here he is reacting to Justin Bieber making fun of him.
Fabio, you gotta respond to Justin Bieber. It's on his IG story. It'll go viral. What? Fabio, you gotta respond to Justin Bieber. It's on his IG story. It'll go viral.
What? This guy for real.
Ever see that video of the fake Michael crossing his arms and looking at the other fake Michael?
Yeah,
No,
like he looking at him like he the real Michael.
like he the real Mike.
Boy, if you just sit your ass down.
Neither one of
Is he
y'all
rolled
niggas
up like he's actually?
Neither one of y'all niggas is the real Michael.
Hey, go sit your ass down.
Why is he sharing a bed with so many dudes? I don't understand.
Oh, you got Fabio being like, why is Justin Bieber sharing a bed with so many dudes? That's his comeback. I love this so much. Yes, Dizzle McFizzle sends $2 and says, like the stream, suckers. Like the stream, everybody. Don't forget. Mega Maggie sends $5 and says, nomadic velocities are so right. We should leave them positive reviews on Google Plus and Yelp. Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's great advice, nomadic velocities. I'm sorry I didn't see your comment earlier, nomadic. That is a great suggestion. But that is, I love that video where he's looking at the other Michael Jackson and giving him the nod of approval and like, hell yeah. Like, you got it, man. It's like, dude, you're not Michael. I love this so much. This is my favorite distraction now in the whole world.
Boy.
Stupid boy. What? It's crazy.
Dark Side Trill says, bro, just defaulted to homophobia. Exactly. Like, yo, why? Is he gay? Why has he got so many dudes in his bed? That's fucking gay, bro. Like, that's gay. Like, what the? Michael, come on, Mike. Fabio. Like, you can't be like that.
Insane. You're also a fake Mike.
Oh, did he literally say gay? I couldn't hear that.
Boy, if you just sit your ass down.
Neither one of
Why is he
y'all
rolled
niggas-
up like he's actually?
Neither one of y'all niggas is the real
Hey,
Michael.
go sit your ass down.
Why is he sharing a bed with so many dudes? I don't understand.
Hey, go sit your ass down.
You're gonna sit your ass boy.
He's not even looking. He's looking at his phone, pretending that he's too busy for this.
Fake Michael.
Insane. You're also a fake Michael. Right.
Crazy.
But you know you aren't Mike, right? Just a really dedicated fan.
Wait, I'm not? Oh, man, I thought I was. I thought I was him. I thought I was in Neverland. Nassim, thanks, man. Thank you for letting me know that, too.
Dude, I want to get on live with this guy. I need to get on should I do? I'm going to try to do TikTok live with this fucking guy. If he's not, he didn't see my TikTok message to come on live on this show for an interview. I'm going to have to get on TikTok to talk to Fabio myself. I need to get to the bottom of this whole thing.
Of course. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day.
Bye, you too. Bye.
Here's a classic video of Michael looking at the other guy as if he's the real Michael. We've seen this 100 times, at least on this show. Bam. This guy's like, and even this guy's like, yeah, you're the man. Like, you're the man, Mike. And that's his wife, by the way, who's married to like a fake Michael Jackson. Just insane. This whole situation is insane. So that's one controversy. There's more, folks. There's more. Here
It's
he
like
is.
I knew
Here he is.
that
folks.
I was going to.
He's in a video chat. Okay, with we watched the first part of their conversation last week. Well, here he is with this is Michael Trapson. This is another Michael Jackson impersonator called Michael Trapson. So we have Fabio Jackson with Michael Trapson talking about the trailer. Michael Jackson impersonator spotted complaining to another Michael Jackson impersonator about the Michael trailer. There were no edges showing, the pants were too tight, and too many leg warmers. This is so funny. This is like the whole industry of Michael Jackson impersonators has been activated for this movie.
Of course, I nitpicked. Like I knew.
Oh yes, did anyone get into Fabio Jackson's Discord? We need a spy. I need one of you guys to find Fabio Jackson's Discord, get in on there, and then report back to our Discord. Report back to me what is happening in their Discord. What the fuck did they talk about in Fabio Jackson's Discord? Please, someone let us know. Someone take on that mission in the chat and let me know who's joining the Discord.
That I was going to nitpick because, you know, even you're being a perfectionist with your clothing and, you know, your look too. You got to get it right on to the T, to the material, to the sizing, to how baggy it is, to how many crystals. So when I saw the trailer, I saw that some of the things were also like, you know, could have done better. You know, I went back to it a day after, and I was just like, man, how could it be that they messed up on a couple of things that shouldn't be messed up with? You know, like when there was no edges showing in the era that it should have been.
Oh, they got the pants wrong?
A day after, and I was just like, man, how could it be that they messed up on a couple of things that shouldn't be messed up with? You know, like when there was no edges showing in the era that it should have been. The part that's the pants were a bit too tight, almost looked like there was another pair of pants in this side, you know? Yeah. Like
so the edges were fucked and the pants were too tight, folks. Not era appropriate pants.
There was too much of what was it called? The leg warmers. Too much leg warmers. Yeah. I hope that they actually
just that part of the conversation. Like this could be like you could distill all of humanity in 2025 in those 5 seconds. 2 Michael Jackson impersonators on TikTok live would have been like, there's too many leg warmers, and the other guy were like, yeah. Those 3 seconds are the distillation of humanity in 2025. That's it. This is if aliens were to come to Earth right now and be like, show me something that represents the human race. I'll be like, you know what? I got just the thing. I got 2 fucking Michael Jackson impersonators on TikTok live nitpicking the fucking Michael Jackson biopic trailer, my man. That is humanity. That's where we're at right now.
Move those. Too much leg warmers. Yeah. I hope that they actually remove those things.
Too much leg warmers. Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. Yo, Mandy Muncher says, I think I may be your first Yemeni viewer. Holy shit, folks. I want love. I want W's. I want W Yemen in the chat right now. W's for Yemen. Let's support our Mandy Muncher, who's being devastated by Saudi Arabia, the U.S., England. Everybody wants to fire on Yemen. People are doing it. W's in the chat for Yemen. Let's fucking go.
Of, what was it called? The leg warmers. Too much leg warmers. Yeah. I hope that they actually remove those things in a couple of situations, because Michael only wore those things a couple of times, not every time. And then I was thinking about the glove. The glove, was the right glove? Did it use it in the right hand? Is it in the left hand? Because different situations, different times. But I didn't see the Motown glove. I didn't see it.
So complaining about the costume, complaining about all of that. And here, look, I love this tweet as well. So this person says, N-word, what the hell is going on? We got 3 Michael Jacksons. I need to find the recording for this one. And I will do a whole live stream just watching. I will watch the whole thing. I don't give a shit. If 12 viewers are here with me live and I'm talking to 6 people in the chat, I don't mind. I'm going to watch. Can someone find this for me? Oh, Kate from Canada is in the Fabio Jackson server. We fucking got it. Kate from Canada has infiltrated the Fabio Jackson Discord. Let's go, Kate. W's for Kate in the chat with Yemen. W Yemen, W Kate. Also, can someone find me and link this to me in our Discord? I want the full I need the full conversation between Michael Trapson, Fabio Jackson, and Rico MJ. I want to see those three together. I want to watch the entire fucking thing. Okay? Yeah, Muhammad, this is the Nightmare Blunt rotation with these three. Guys, this is going to get crazier and crazier. They're going to get to a point where there's like 12 Michael Jackson impersonators on a TikTok live call. Can you imagine the potential for all of this, where this is headed content-wise? Look at this. I'm loving this. I am enjoying the shit out of the Michael Jackson stuff. Do Not Worry podcast. Anthony, there's a Michael Trapson audition for the biopic. Have you seen it? No! I did not know he auditioned for the biopic. Holy fuck. Okay. Quick detour. While we watch, so here's another, we already watched one of his Charlie Kirk videos. Here's another one. This person says I have like 3 different questions. Here is Fabio. When I found out about Charlie Kirk's passing, this is also confusing. We know. And here is Mike. Ooh, I forgot about this one. This one just dropped. A video is circulating of Michael Jackson impersonator Fabio Jackson spreading false information that has people outraged. He claims Michael Jackson was mixed and that his mother, Katherine Jackson, was mixed with Hispanic and Japanese. We're going to try to find that Michael Trapson video.
I don't agree with the N-word. I don't agree.
Yeah, but you're still. You do know Michael Jackson is black, right? He's a black man. He's a black American, African American man.
He's a very dark shade of skin.
No, he's black. He's black. He's a black man. He's black.
A black man would be someone from Congo or something like that. No, he's not from Congo.
So he's saying a black man is someone from Congo. Oh, I found it. Guys, I found the Michael Trapson thing. We're going to watch it. Sorry, guys. We're delaying the Ethan Klein thing by 5 minutes. And then look, I know you guys don't fuck with this. We've lost like 20 viewers since we've started, but that's okay. They'll be back for Ethan if they want. Here's the Michael Trapson thing. Take me to YouTube, man. Take me to YouTube. Why are you making me watch this here? Damn, that's fucking crazy. That's golden content. Thank you so much for letting me know about that. Viewer, Maddie Moon. Thank you, Maddie Moon. Mad Moon.
Katherine is half Hispanic and she's half Japanese.
Ooh, shit. That's crazy.
So he's saying Michael's mom is half Hispanic, half Japanese?
What?
Yes, Katherine is half Hispanic and she's half Japanese.
Ooh, shit. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael Jackson literally... Okay, you want me to show you interviews where Michael Jackson
have great hair? How do you think they have great hair? I don't agree with the N-word. I don't agree.
Yeah, but you're still. You do know Michael Jackson is black, right? He's a black man. He's a black American, African American man.
He's a very dark shade of skin.
No, he's black. He's black.
He's a very dark shade of skin. He's not black. He's just a very dark shade of skin.
He's a black man. He's black.
A black man would be someone from Congo or something like that. No, he's not from Congo.
What?
Yes, Katherine is half Hispanic and she's half Japanese.
Ooh, shit. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael Jackson literally... Okay, you want me to show you...
Sunflower Dragon says, I got here late. Do you have canned tuna and water? Give Maki the tuna water. It'll help the constipation. I'm going to go get him some tuna water right after this. I had one more can, and I drained out most of the water. So I'm going to go get some more right after the shoot. I'm going to make him drink the tuna water. Hopefully he drinks that, and hopefully that helps. And I'm going to give him more of that, the paste. Thank you for the dono, Sunflower. Thank you for the awesome suggestion. Love you.
Interviews where Michael Jackson...
How do you think they have great hair?
Great hair? Wait. Black people have bad hair? Wait, black people have bad hair? Wait. Black people don't have bad hair. There's no such thing as bad hair. We don't have bad hair.
There is.
What is bad hair?
Grow hair like that.
By the way, this is a picture of let me show you just Mike's mom. Like, she does not look Hispanic. What the fuck's happening here? Or Japanese. You know what I mean? It's a black woman. A black lady. I don't know where he's getting that she's half Hispanic, half Japanese. Very interesting, Fabio Jackson. Interesting stuff. But yeah, I mean, just one look at a photo of her, you know what I mean? You can easily debunked.
Oh no. I've seen black women grow hair like mine. Longer.
It's probably a wig.
No, it's not a wig, Fabio. No. I know black girls who literally have
It doesn't.
hair like
It doesn't
me.
matter. It's not about that. It's about how Michael is. Michael is mixed with a lot of races. He's not just black.
He's black.
He's mixed with a lot of races.
He has a lot of shades of different mix.
Do you?
This was basically this is a white guy cosplaying as a black person essentially, but because Michael like changed his color pigment, bleached his skin essentially, he thinks he can just walk around and be like Michael Jackson, which is kind of fucking insane.
Why be realistic here?
I am realistic.
Like,
Michael
you
Jackson
are also mixed with other races, right? So that doesn't make you fully Indian.
But yeah,
You have to put in whatever your ancestry was.
Wait, but Michael was black though. He was definitely black.
He's dark skinned.
He's making her question like her. I even had to check like pictures of his mom. I'm like, wait, was she like Japanese looking? Like, no, she's just a black lady. He's making because he just looks like fucking Michael Jackson. He's fucking gaslighting everyone. She's like, wait, he's definitely black though. Like, she had to check Michael Jackson's old photos. Like, he's making us all go crazy. This fucking dude looking like Michael Jackson out here fucking spreading the dumbest shit ever.
This is a black man. He's got the fro.
Hermio says MJ had vitiligo. Yes. Also, some people like deny that he had it, or like that it wasn't really like he might have had like a little spot somewhere, but like he just wanted an excuse to bleach his skin, etc. We're not gonna get into that now.
Got the fro. He's got the.
He honestly looks more brown than black, to be honest.
Hold on, let me take that filter off.
He says he looks more brown than black, to be honest. Okay, Michael. Okay, so anyways, that's the update for Fabio Jackson. But first, before we move on to Ethan Klein and the Paige Christie reaction, let's watch Michael Trapson's audition for the Michael Jackson biopic. Michael Trapson, the other impersonator. I'm fucking excited, guys. Oh, he made a short film? Oh my god. But I have a feeling he's gonna fucking copyright this. Anyways, let's try. Oh, his autopsy confirmed it. Okay, cool. We've got Muhammad Mardini in the house.
Mother said you wanted to see me.
Have a seat, Michael.
Oh, I feel like this is gonna get us fucking copyrighted, but let's go. Have a seat, Michael. He's too tall to be Michael. Too tall. Michael Trapson.
Thriller.
Pardon?
Thriller is the #1 album in the country.
Yeah. A lot of love, dedication, and magic was put into that album. Quincy and I are a great team.
A lot of love was put into the album. Quincy and I are a great team. Come on, I do the Michael voice better than you, man.
Do you know how amazing this is going to be for the Jackson legacy? And that Motown 25th reunion? And one night, my boy changed the world forever.
Like, can you imagine competing with Michael Jackson's nephew for the role? Like, bro, you got no chance. At least he's black. At least this guy's black, unlike Fabio. Dizzle McFizzle sends a $10 dono and says, here's some money to get a water fountain for your cats. Well, thank you so much, Dizzle. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Dizzle. I think they would enjoy water fountain very much.
Now you know what's next, right?
Next.
World tour.
Next.
Jermaine, Jackie, Tito, Randy, you, and Marlon. I can see it now. Victory Tour. Sponsored by Pepsi. I'm talking big endorsements, merchandise. The best of the best, Michael. There's only one question, Michael. Are you ready?
Well, to be completely honest with you, Joseph, I'm not really interested.
Oh, the whole thing, I thought they were going to go like on tour. They're just having a conversation. You're not going to dance or sing? Sing or dance, man. That's the whole fucking movie. Just sitting there.
What? Your whole integrity. Listen, I don't need the money or the headache of my brothers. for once in my life.
What are you talking about, Michael?
Look, I love my brothers. I do, dearly. But the success of Thriller and Off the Wall was because of me, Michael Jackson, not little Michael from the Jacksons. It's time that I show the world that I can do this on my own.
What are you trying to say? Without your brothers, there would be no...
This guy's pretty good. I'll give this guy, you know what I mean? Who's he playing? Quincy Jones or something? Is he Quincy? He's good. Was that his dad? JM sends $10. Thank you so much, JM, for such a generous dono. It says, sorry for the late arrival. My cat loves tummy rubs as a little BB. It got things moving again. Now just fun. Tuna idea for hydration. I disperse a variety of stoneware, ceramic, glass, and metal water vessels. Ooh. Disperse a variety of stoneware, ceramic, and glass metal water vessels around the house. My cats don't have a problem with drinking. They usually drink plenty of water. And again, when I feed them, I add water to their food, to their like wet food. So they're eating like not a soup, but like they're definitely always hydrated. But now that he's not, if extra water helps him poop, then that's awesome advice. JM, thank you so much for the generous dono. Much love. And Bat Pierogi just gifted 1 Do Not Worry membership. Let's fucking go. We got 31 new members today. That's fucking awesome.
Thriller. No Off the Wall, no The Wiz, no Quincy. I don't know what them white folks is up there filling your head up with all that nonsense, but it's clear to me that you forgot where you came from.
And you forgot that I'm not a little kid anymore, Joseph. I'm a grown man now, and I can make my own decisions.
A man? Boy, you're still living at home.
I bought this home.
Oh, shit.
What you gonna do? Hit me? Go ahead. Would it be the first time, now would it? I'm not afraid of you anymore, Joseph.
Dude, that's some... I've been moved. Michael Trapson, you've moved me with this performance as Michael Jackson. It's not the first time you hit me, Father. Hey, Daddy, don't hit me.
If you won't do it for me, at least do it for your mother. Think about it.
Fuck my mother.
That's a good idea. How many you got?
You know what? I'll give him that. Out of all of the Michael Jackson impersonators, he's my favorite because at least he's black. You know what I mean? He's out there defending the OG Michael. Okay, he's not there calling Michael half Japanese, half Hispanic. Okay, making fun of his background. This guy respects Michael. So Michael Trapson, you might not look as much like Michael as Fabio. Dizzle says I have a water fountain for my cats and they've never been constipated. I mean, we might have to try a water fountain, guys, with another $5 dono. Thank you so much, Dizzle, for the generous donos tonight. You're lovely. And with that, folks, let us move on. I had some other topics that I wanted to go through. I wanted to do like a 4 or 5 hour stream today, but we're gonna jump to Paige Christian, Ethan Klein. What up? Let me just open up a new window. Let's get a new window opened up. I'm so hungry, guys. I might go heat up some pasta in a second. Rich Lux. I'm definitely gonna go heat up some pasta before we start this video. Okay, here's the Paige Christie video. Will you guys give me a moment? I'm gonna heat up some food. I'll be right back. Oh, hello, hello. Almost done. The food is in the microwave. I would normally heat it in a pot, reheat the sauce and everything. I don't have time. I'm live streaming. Also, I would normally grate fresh Parmesan, but I'm going to use this pre-grated Parmesan cheese. Don't judge me, okay? I don't have time to fucking sit here and grate cheese in front of you guys. Unless you want me to. Unless you want me to. But yeah, take the time. I'm going to grab a snack, and we're going to settle in for like, it's going to be like a 2-hour reaction because it's a 1-hour video. So get your snacks. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go. It's probably out of the microwave. Ready to be out of the microwave. Be right back, my cookie. Keep the people entertained, my cookie. I love you. And we are ready. Nogzolotl sends $2 and says, Ethan is scared of her like he is of Chris Kunzler. I'm sure every time, you know, you guys are starting to hurt my feelings. You guys keep saying he's scared of this person and that person, but he's not afraid of me. So what do you guys think of me? I'm kidding. Nogzolotl, thank you for the $2. We love you. Inari, who's been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much, Inari. That's fucking so generous of you. Says, water fountains are great for cats, especially males. Prevents UTI and blockages. You hear that, Maki? You're getting a water fountain soon, my man. Folks, we're about to get into... Oh, before we get into that, Harley Mornstein, friend of the H3 podcast, shared this inspirational tweet. Says, me, Jew, and my boy Amir, Palestinian, have been friends since high school and worked together on epic mealtime. The situation in the Middle East never changed our friendship. All humans have potential to be good or evil. We've always had each other's backs, and we always will. Yeah, great, bro. The conflict in the Middle East has nothing to do with Jews and Muslims hating each other. Hey, the Shila min Rasak, that is a fucking lie perpetuated by the fucking Western media to make you fucking hate Muslims and to excuse whatever the fuck is happening right there right now. It's a war of ideologies. The Muslims hate our freedoms. They want blue jeans and Coca-Cola just as much as we do. Stop it with this shit, okay? I have a black friend. I'm not a racist. And then so this person says this is the equivalent of white folks saying, look, I have a black friend, so I can't be racist. Here's Harley's response. My tweet does not claim immunity, innocence, or moral superiority. I never say I'm incapable of bigotry. And you have been a bigot, so at least he says that. I've simply, Mr. Blackface, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal Blackface, I have simply described a real long-term friendship that existed despite political tension. The I have a black friend argument is used to deny racism. I'm not denying anything. I'm just telling the truth about a real friendship that survived real world tension. Again, it has nothing to do with being Jewish, man. It's about being a fucking Zionist and wanting to eradicate Palestinians from Palestine and not wanting them to have rights to get back to their land, wanting a Jewish superiority in a land that does not belong to them. This person says, genuinely, you guys give me hope. Semi-genuinely, you guys could maybe kiss in an expression of unity. I think it would be very powerful. Ew, okay, let's stop looking at that. Anyways, fucking cringe. He was just on H3 podcast, I think like 2 days ago or whatever the fuck. So, yeah. Horrible shit. Rich Lux, now that Hila and them are struggling to collaborate with people, they can't do any collabs. They can't send any Teddy Glow to any famous Instagram, influencers, any YouTubers. No one wants to be associated with their brand. If they are associated with them, it's by mistake. And then when they find out that they're Zionists, they have to take it back and all that sort of thing, making Hila even question ever starting a business. Well, now they have to, collaborate with the likes of Rich Lux, who used to be an enemy of the show, but funny enough, Ethan loves making fun of views, low views. Anthony, you have low views. Millhouse, you have low views. Look at all these people when they don't talk about me, they have low views. Let's go look at Rich Lux, friend of the show, friend of H3, who was recently, I think, on H3 because he just filmed a video with Hila. Here's Rich Lux, folks. Here's his YouTube channel. And I'm not one to shame views. I don't give a fuck. Everybody out there hustling. Everybody out there working hard. It's hard competing for people's attention. It's hard to get views on YouTube. It's easier for some. It's harder for others. Doesn't matter. I've struggled to get views in the past. I've been doing this for years. Barely at 30,000 subscribers. I'm not here to judge anyone. But when you're an ally of the H3 podcast who constantly makes fun of views, then I'm going to maybe come for you and your views. So Rich Lux, 2.3K views 21 hours ago. Okay, 12K views with fucking Klein. 5K views, 5K views, 10K, 7K, 4K, 18K, 15K, good job. 9K, not bad. 3K, 3K, 2K. And again, this person has 495K subscribers, like 500,000 subs. He's getting as many views as I am with 30K subs. And he's got Klein on and he's got 12K views. So like, it just, this is who they have to fucking work with now. Bottom of the barrel stuff, like Rich fucking Lux, who used to be an enemy of the show, or I can't remember. Then he and Dan have something, but I can't remember if it was fake. Anyways, it's not even important. I just wanted to point that out. All the people that Ethan allies himself with get shit views, yet he makes fun of everyone else for getting shit views. Sunflower Dragon sends a very generous $20 dono. Thank you so much, Sunflower. Says, highly recommend water fountain. They love running water, but since he's already not feeling well, he should drink that tasty tuna water. And for severe constipation, goat milk has never ever failed for dogs and cats. Shit. I'll see if I can find some goat milk at the store. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. But I can definitely get him that tuna water after the stream. We're gonna fucking do it. So Rich Lux and Ela has to debase. They both have to debase each other to work with each other. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're just meeting each other where they belong. Ela and Rich Lux. I don't even want to watch that video to react to it. Maybe later if we have time or another time. And finally, people are going after Cruel World Happy Minds sponsors. This is from the H3 subreddit. I emailed ZocDoc, and you should too. Below is the email I sent. Cruel Minds should not be paid for misinformation and anti-Semitism. Please take the time to contact ZocDoc in any form. Email, call, tweet, whatever. Let's get the sponsor removed if she refuses to take it down. This is Dan Saltman behavior, by the way. They write down like a fucking an outline for an email for you to just harass companies and brands. That's what they do. To whom it may concern, a recent video published on your YouTube has your company listed as the sponsor. The video is not only filled with misinformation, some of which has been proved to be false in an actual lawsuit, but it's fueling harassment toward a protected minority. So again, the way they're fucking, it's fueling harassment towards a protected minority. Jewish people are a protected minority and criticizing them is harassing them. Ya haram. The video is anti-Semitic. It promotes anti-Semitism and harassment against the Jewish family. I thought your company would like to know that what it's sponsoring, as I'm assuming you're not aware, and are against anti-Semitism and harassment. The video in question is from a creator called Cruel World Happy Mind. The title of the video is The Fall of H3, How Ethan Klein Destroyed His Career. Your company may also like to know the creator you've sponsored on this video has admitted the video is misinformation and anti-Semitic on record. Yet, the video is still up for public viewing. Please remove your sponsorship if ZocDoc cares about anti-Semitism and misinformation. Thank you. And if enough people send an email like this to a sponsor, they're going to panic. They're going to be like, oh, we don't want anything to do with this. Please, hey, remove the sponsorship, whatever the fuck. With all that said, let us get into the meat of this episode. From Paige Christie with 288,000 subscribers. Here is her page. Paige Christie. I recently just discovered her on Twitter when she was tweeting all this stuff about Ethan doing blackface. 288K subscribers, a whole bunch of videos. She did a show. I guess she showed the intro to members and stuff. Does a lot of good work apparently. So let's check it out. Ethan Klein looks racist unironically. 34. I did not watch this. I was just like,
you know what's crazy?
Skimming through it. It's at 34,000 views. I'm going to pin the link in our live chat if you want to watch the full video and support it on her channel without my interruptions, without my commentary. Go support her, like the video, replace pin message. I'm going to give her a like right here. And let's check this out. We're going to watch it at 1.25x speed. So again, she's a black creator, so I want to hear, this is perfect. We're going to get to hear a black person, a black creator talking about Ethan's blackface as an Arab, as a non-black person. My commentary on his blackface is kind of irrelevant. I think I even upset some viewers when I tried to like downplay it and saying I don't think he's a racist. So now I do think like he might not be like an overtly racist like when we think of like a racist, but like let's have just Paige explain it. You know what I mean? Why the fuck am I even trying to talk about this? Paige, take it away. Thank you for the video. Let me just see if I can change the speed. I gotta refresh the page.
Racist and want to say.
Playback speed 1.25. Let's go. Let's enjoy this reaction.
You know what's crazy? I grew up in the suburbs of Los Angeles, Ventura.
Yes.
And I grew up, I don't think I've ever known a black person.
Really?
What? I know it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but I've never been in a situation in my life where I've been in close proximity with black people. I've never known a black person.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh, there's no black people in Santa Cruz?
No, I know. I'd be down to hang out with a white...
Now that's fucking crazy. Like that is fucking... How do you live in the United States your whole fucking life and not know any black people. Like, he didn't even say, I don't have black friends. Did you notice? He's like, I don't know any black people.
I've never been in a situation in my life where I've been in close proximity with black people. I've never known a black person.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Oh, there's no black people in Santa Cruz?
No, I know.
I've never been to close proximity with black people. I've never known a black person. So I used to think he never had a black friend. He's never known a black person. He hasn't been in close proximity. And he's talking about it like you're like a safari. There's an animal over there. We're in close proximity to the animal. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean close proximity?
I'd be down to hang out with a white dude pretending to be black. Right. That would make me a lot more comfortable.
She's doubling down on the blackface accusation. When she called in, I was like, here's me in a charcoal face mask video called The Black Challenge, okay? This isn't blackface, guys. I don't care what you say.
When they talk about Ethan's blackface and they're like, they're sort of defending his blackface.
He didn't actually even do it. Yeah, something you should consider.
Straight blackface.
What have you done?
That's blackface, okay? That's racist.
We reacted to his... So we watched on like a couple streams ago, like an 8-minute long N-word compilation. Now, not all of it was him saying the N-word, but like just a bunch of racist shit. And yeah, we saw a couple of blackface videos. I didn't watch the makeup one. We saw a picture of it though. And yeah, I definitely said, as much as he claims that he wasn't intending on doing blackface, it was absolutely the intent of those videos. Why the fuck are you doing a charcoal mask on camera? Like, hey, don't I look funny? Isn't this funny that I have a black face? He didn't say that, but like that is essentially what he's fucking doing. His dad called him out for doing blackface in the video. He kept it in. He was talking about it in a very non-serious manner, in a very sarcastic manner. So he and Hila knew they were doing blackface. You can say it's a charcoal mask all you want. You're doing it on camera for laughs. You're covering your whole face when you're not supposed to cover your whole face. It was blackface.
Since that video, there's been a lot more instances of their blackface.
This looks like an old racist
Oh my
cartoon.
god.
Great Looney Tuning it, 1950s Looney Tunes.
But
So this is just a material lie. I have never done blackface in my life.
Blackface, perfectly politically correct and acceptable.
It's not racist, it's facial, it's face hair. Why does everyone think it's something that it's racist?
And the only time people point to is that
There's his dad telling him it's blackface.
that video. And it's court. Now she's telling people he can't stop doing blackface. Material, fucking outright, full fabrication. I've done the tanning like for videos and stuff, and I found that when you try to match your skin, it's too subtle to be funny. The color I got is quite dark. It's that one. The black. It's black.
Yeah. Now there was some pushback too, and you were very adamant on this. So,
I think we should just get.
So he just said it's too subtle to be funny. So he's trying to be funny. So he's making it darker for it to have an impact.
Bronze, nice dark color, pigmentation, paint, and just cover our faces in it.
I don't know about that. Don't do that.
Terrible
idea.
We'll look
There's an obvious implication there that you're.
If you asked Ethan today, go on then, put fake tan on in that way as a joke. Do it now. Make a video.
No, I would not do it now. I don't. So I wouldn't do it now, and I didn't because I never did it. You guys are bigots and racists for putting these racist remarks in your head. If you guys want to make this a racially charged issue, that's between you and yourself, okay?
You guys have been friends with black people?
Yeah.
How many black people have you known in your life?
In my life? Oh, gosh.
I've had black roommates, man. Holy shit. You have a black cast member.
Yeah. We do.
I just had to check. See how it's doing. Did you have a huge dick?
I mean, not trying to say anything, but I've also had a black roommate. I've had 2 black roommates. Sorry to say that, Ethan. I mean, shit, I've only lived in the States for like 10 years, like 8 years maybe. I've had black friends, black roommates. Jesus, Ethan. Come on.
Okay, so let's start with the obvious. If you are looking for a middle-of-the-road, very neutral take on Ethan Klein, you have come to the wrong place. I am not Switzerland. I have opinions, and strong ones. So today we are going to be talking...
Let's go. Nice to meet you, Paige Christie. Thank you for your work, and thank you for your very, insightful commentary. I'm sure this is going to be very interesting to listen to. A very important perspective, often underrepresented. So let's learn and listen together. And again, please remember to support her channel. Go check it out. Go watch the video. Leave her a comment. Like her video.
About the entire situation going on with Cruel World Happy Minds and Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast, and why that whole situation blew up in the way that it did. And no, it's not just about what she said, but because Ethan Klein has a extremely messy, crowded history of racially questionable behavior that he seems to think that the whole world has forgotten. I mean, let's be real, this guy has done blackface on multiple occasions, smeared on makeup on Tahila to look darker for jokes, fake turned himself into a whole new ethnicity on camera, and tossed around around slurs as if they were punctuation, and then acted all confused when everybody raised their eyebrow. And anytime that Ethan gets criticized, all of a sudden it's context, satire, or my personal favorite, oh, it was just a different era. Yeah, right, sure, very convenient. And Ethan and Hila Klein's past is all the more important now.
Or you get a lawsuit. He'll say those things and then you might be threatened with a lawsuit for defamation or whatever.
Because now Ethan and his family are claiming to be victims of racial attacks purely based on the fact that they themselves are Jewish. Now, I'm not here to question or interrogate that claim. That is not my demographic to speak for, but it does highlight the hypocrisy of Ethan and co. calling out what they believe to be casual racism. Like in Ethan's previous statement where he stated that being called a Zionist is akin to being called the K-slur for Jewish people.
When you need to explain your reason for calling me a racist, calling me genocidal, a Zionist, which by the way, Zionist is just another slur for Jew, being a Jew.
And how he views racism when he's the perceived perpetrator. I mean, have you ever met somebody who hates racism, but only when they're the target? I mean, Ethan Klein is basically allergic to prejudice unless he's the one who's serving it. This man will say racism is disgusting, and he's right. And he's been keeping the industry single-handedly alive since 2014. He's the type of person to hear a statement about his own community and go, oh my God, this is abhorrent, unacceptable, and cruel and dangerous to society. But if you mention his targeted racism towards black people, he's like, let's not get too political. And that brings us to Cruel World Happy Mind. She made a video about Ethan Klein and Hila Klein, and Ethan and Hila did not like it. And then suddenly
They made like 4 live streams about it, 4 or 5 live streams, 17 hours of content in total.
Of all people becomes the self-appointed authority of what constitutes as racism. The irony is so loud it doesn't even need background music. And then Ethan invites her onto his podcast and begins to grill her about the way it is that she sources her information. And that's fine, that's fair enough, ask the questions. But the whole time it is impossible to ignore the elephant in the room.
Oh no, AI, Paige.
Possible to ignore the elephant in the room.
Come on. These a lot of creators that I like and respect, I've seen are trying to use AI as like B-roll, just like side images. Don't use it. It is distracting. You can instantly tell it's AI. That elephant in the house, automatically, I can tell it's AI. Pulls me out of the video. Just makes me want to leave the comment that goes like, "Hey, love your work. You're awesome. Please don't use AI." I'm not gonna do that. She's great, but instantly. All it takes is 1 second like that. Just picture right there. You know what I mean? Like no reason for it, Paige. No AI. Let's continue. She may have photoshopped her face into it, but the elephant in the room is AI, 100%. Yes, it is AI, guys. She's photoshopped her face onto the elephant, but the elephant standing in the room is 100% AI. You can just tell just by looking at it.
Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism. Ethan Klein lecturing somebody else about racism feels like a man who is standing in a puddle arguing that everybody should stay dry. He loves social justice, as long as the social justice is exclusively for him. He's basically like a human rights vending machine that only accepts one kind of coin. And just so we're clear, this video has absolutely nothing to do with the Palestinian genocide, because I am not touching that topic, but rather the Cruel World Happy Mind situation, because that slammed directly into Ethan Klein's very public history. A history that he has been attempting.
Shit, she's not touching the genocide. I mean, look, enough people have talked about that. She doesn't need to. She's covering a very specific version of what Ethan's doing. But let me just see if she has covered Ethan in the past, or is this the first time she kind of gets into the Ethan thing? Does anyone know if it's the... Oh, no, she's talked about Ethan before. 10 months ago, dear Ethan Klein, you can't litigate public opinion. Oh, and I started watching this a year ago. 10 months ago. Okay, so I had heard of her. So that's the one time. Okay. All right. Okay, back to the video.
Attempting to rewrite, but the internet will never let him forget. So in this video, we're going to be going through the history, the blackface, the tanning, the slurs, the jokes, the excuses, the contradictions, all of it. Because once you see the pattern, Ethan calling somebody else out for being racist kind of just hits a little different. So let's get into it. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Midas Merch. Now, as you guys know, I've been playing Midas Merch for quite some time now.
Let's go. I'm going to let her sponsor play out. Let's support her. If you guys want to support Paige Christie, support her sponsor, download the game, put in her code, whatever she needs. Let's support her. I'm going to let her sponsorship run for a second. Sunflower says she calls that a genocide later in the vid. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for the dono, Sunflower. Let's play her sponsorship. I'll be right back. I was gonna say don't sue me. Paige would never do that.
Well past level 100 there. But a couple of weeks ago, my mum came over to babysit the kids and decided to start playing Midas Merge on my iPad. So I decided to start playing the game again from the very beginning from scratch. But I was honestly worried that I would find it boring having to go through the beginning stages again, but I was sadly mistaken. And that's because there is always something new and cute to unlock. And it feels honestly like a never-ending game, and that's really what I love about Midas Merge. Midas Merge is a merge game. It is not your typical merge game, and it's perfect for when you've got nothing to do whilst traveling, or even if you just want a couple of minutes to yourself. But beyond all of that, Midas Merge is ad-free, meaning that you can play it offline. I love to be able to squeeze it in just after I've finished making dinner for everyone while the kids are cleaning up, because it's just so easy to get stuck into. So it's kind of become a part of my daily routine. And now my little garden of gold is even cuter than the last one. And speaking of that, there is now a new place to explore, Firefly Valley. And this will be the third permanent garden in the game. And honestly, it's breathtaking. Firefly Garden is like stepping into a dream. And all of the creatures look as if they are straight out of a fantasy story. And I've had exclusive access to this brand new garden, and I honestly cannot wait to explore it even more. Firefly Valley looks like pure magic, and it's coming this late November. Now, if you haven't tried Midas Merge, which I suggest you should if you haven't already, I know a lot of you guys have left comments in my previous video saying how much you really enjoyed this game, but Midas Merge have collaborated with me, and they've stated that for the first 200 people who download Midas Merge with my link or the QR code, and the link is in the description box down below, QR code somewhere here on the screen, you will unlock an exclusive, really cute lantern goat level 1,
Aww,
which is
that
directly
is
from
cute.
the brand new Firefly Valley. It's a rare magical creature, but honestly one of the cutest creatures so far, in my opinion. And they've even decided to name it after me, so when you download it, it's named after me. So you can have a little piece of Paige in the game, which is a goat, which is honestly kind of iconic, not just because I'm goated and destined for greatness, but also because I'm Jamaican. So if you'd like to get your hands on Midas Merge and to see what the Firefly Valley has to offer and what is in store, definitely click the link in the description box down below, or you can scan the QR code somewhere on this screen. I mean, what is there to lose? The game is free and it is completely ad-free. So make sure to download Midas Merge now.
Midas Merge. Support our girl.
Thank you so much to Midas Merge for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's get straight into the rest of the video.
For sitting, because you guys were patient and we sat through the sponsorship, let me give you guys a fun update. A couple days ago, Chris Kunzler tweeted that he's starting a podcast with Isaac from Overzealots, which is fucking awesome. And as you guys will know, a few days before that, I told you guys that I was thinking of possibly doing something with Comrade Casey and James from Uninformed Leftist. Let me try to fix my camera a little bit. So I was telling you that I was trying to do something like that as well. And then a couple days after that, Chris announces the podcast with Isaac, which sounds fucking awesome. What a good idea. Like, those two dudes would have an awesome podcast that I will be sure to tune in week after week whenever they're still trying to figure out a name or something. But I was like, holy shit, like, they're doing something similar as well. That's fucking awesome. So I texted Comrade Casey and James yesterday. We are getting on a call in the next few days to try to think of something, how the three of us can collaborate, because I would love to work with these guys. They both really like the idea. They're really excited. So we're going to try to work on something, guys. If you guys are fans of Comrade Casey and North Star Radio and Uninformed Leftist with James over there, we're trying to think of something fun that the three of us can do together, maybe once a week, get together, break, talk about like some pop culture news, politics, whatever's happening in the world, get three different perspectives. So if you guys are down for something like that, would love to have your support. So we're going to talk about that in a couple days, try to figure out what we do, if we host it on one of our channels, if we start a new channel for it. We try to figure out the whole thing. But there's going to be like, this is what I like, all these new creators that popped up recently and like kind of formed this community. We're now forming like little other communities. You got Chris and Isaac together making a fun little podcast. You've got us hopefully getting together and doing something fun. Fingers crossed. So I'm really excited about all of this. So let's fucking go. Okay, back to the Paige Christie video. She's saying there's a competition to come up with it. Yeah, we got to come up with something. But I feel like if we announce it now, they're gonna think that we're like copying their idea or something. So I want to give it some space. But like, hey, I did mention it on the podcast first. You guys know. You guys were here. Okay, let's go.
So as many of you guys know, I have been going out of my way not to make any Ethan Klein adjacent content more recently, due to a lot of Ethan Klein's political views that have caused quite a lot of tension online. Ethan Klein's views on the ongoing war in Palestine right now has been the topic of
genocide
conversation all across social media. Not just social media, but also mainstream media as well. So what exactly has happened since the last time we spoke 8 months ago? Well, a lot has happened, but the context of what happened isn't the conversation at hand, but it is extremely important to discuss how we got here. So in April 2025, there was the public feud between Hassan Piker, Ethan Klein, as well as iDubbbz. iDubbbz released a content...
Here we go again. You guys ready to relive our history for the last year? Let's go. Paige, bless you.
Cop-styled video targeting Ethan's channel, as well as Ethan's relationship with Hassan Piker. It cited various different political differences surrounding the Palestinian genocide, among other issues. Then on June 19th/20th, 2025, Ethan Klein files a lawsuit against 3 Twitch streamers. Ethan filed copyright infringement suits against these streamers, Denims, Frogan, and Caseytron, and his claim was that these 3 streamers attempted to view farm from him, the act of getting other people to watch your reaction rather than the original video, where Ethan argues that the majority of the content it is that they used from him included large portions of time with zero commentary or little to no commentary, allegedly failing the transformative use in the fair use policy. Then, in late June 2025, Ethan Klein found himself in a situation...
Which they didn't, by the way. I mean, okay, maybe Caseytron was fucking taking too many bong rips. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Is it worth a fucking lawsuit? No. Everybody fucking knows that.
With a journalist by the name of Taylor Lorenz. According to journalist Kat Tembaj of Spitfire News, Ethan publicly pressured Taylor Lorenz and Kat Tembaj to issue apologies or he would expand lawsuits. And online net citizens argued that this was extremely tone-deaf and potentially misogynistic. However, Ethan declines claims that this was his tactics in this particular instance were based in misogyny. Then in July 2020...
The decline is real, folks. The decline is real.
Onwards, Ethan signals that there are more lawsuits to come, sparking debates about the creator economy and how this could have a detrimental effect. Ethan stated that he's not done suing creators and that the outcome...
Ethan Klein is expected to file more lawsuits in the near future. On the heels of his recent copyright lawsuits against Twitch streamers Denims, Caseytron, Frogan, and Shonda Black, Ethan Klein is making it known that the legal offensive has only just begun. In a recent clip, Klein doubled down on his stance, emphasizing that he's following a set of order of preparations and that others who think they've escaped scrutiny should think again. Klein stated with conviction, "I made some promises early on and I'm going to fulfill them all. There's an order. If you thought I was joking, I hope these 3 copyright lawsuits put that thought to rest." I guess he's talking about God, what's his name? Shit. Am I gonna call him Sean? No. He's got 2 God, what's it? I can't remember his name. The guy who said that Ethan is doing a genocide. I was on his charity stream. He raised $400,000 for Palestine. Why am I blanking on his name? Holy shit. Why am I thinking his name is Sean? Guys, help me out in the chat. Also, he's threatening to sue Bad Empanada. He had like a stalker following him through Argentina. Noah Samson, thank you. Why the fuck was I thinking Sean? Completely blanked on Noah's name. So yeah, Noah Samson, I think, is one of the lawsuits that he still might have in the works, that he hasn't announced yet. Who knows? He hasn't talked about it in a while. He's been wanting to sue Bad Empanada. He's had people following him in Argentina / Australia. He knows that he's from etc. Like, he's announced that he knows that he lives in Australia and that he had like a company there, etc. Those are at least 2 extra lawsuits. He threatened to sue Sean the Black, but then retracted that. Is he looking into suing Cruel World Happy Mind? I don't know. He did have her on, and he keeps mentioning words like defamation. She's being defamatory here, constantly hinting that he might want to sue her or that he has grounds to sue her. I don't know if he is, but I would not be shocked if he would. She is a woman after all.
May influence how reaction content is treated legally. So that's basically what has taken place, like a Cliff Note version up until now. And now we get into the Cruel World Happy Mind situation. Cruel World Happy Mind posted a critical video about Ethan Klein and Hila Klein last month, alleging that the pair had made some problematic comments, especially with regards to Ethan and Hila's views surrounding the Palestinian genocide.
Like when he made fun of the man who was burning alive.
Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that sound bad? And what I said was, he's really good at burning alive. And I mean that as the most sincere compliment possible. If you're coming at me with those kinds of takes, you are ensuring peace will never happen.
One of the main points of contention within this video was Cruel World Happy Mind's interpretation of public...
Guys, don't tell Noah that I forgot his name. Okay, we love Noah. Fans of Noah on the show. He almost... We tried to get him on our charity live stream, but he was too busy. He couldn't make it, but we love Noah. Y'all better not clip this shit.
Perception that the pair were perceived by the public at large to have used rhetoric that framed Palestinian children as terrorists, amongst other things. Now, Ethan responded to this video publicly on the H3 show 207 by inviting Cruel World Happy Mind to come onto the show to speak publicly about her claims. During this time, Cruel World Happy Mind had made some public retractions in regards to some of the things it is that she said, as well as making a public clarification. I wouldn't necessarily consider it an apology, as well as a third video on her second channel where she goes through the research and how it is that she was able to formulate her opinion. Cruel World Happy Mind claims that Hila, Ethan Klein's wife, when hearing the phrase that Palestinian children are raised to hate Israelis, she claims that Hila had given some non-verbal clues that kind of implied that maybe she agreed with the sentiment.
Hila, on the other hand, has made comments deemed even more insensitive, like calling toddlers terrorists.
Rudy was saying that Palestinians are taught at 2 years old to kill Americans.
And the Palestinians are taught to kill us at 2 years old.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Do we have that one?
What do you mean? I mean.
So you said she called terrorists. She said called babies terrorists. I didn't see that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair. I guess I would like to know what the insinuation was. I think that that's what a lot of people were wondering by the I mean ... When I say deemed, so she's made comments that were deemed. So that's not me saying that she's saying that. It's others have deemed.
Jim has got to run. Jim, good night. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for the generous gifting and all the donos. We love you, Jim. Have a good one. Toby's Dog Walker sends $5 and says, assembling the new YouTube. It needed a new facelift. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. The new generation of creators, guys. Also, fun fact. I mean, actually, no, it's still too early to announce it. I might make a fun appearance on someone else's channel in a couple of weeks. Someone that I very much look up to and very much love, who may or may not have been on this channel at some point. I'll announce that when the time grows nearer.
Deemed it even more insensitive, like calling toddlers terrorists. So I'm not saying that I myself am saying that she's called toddlers terrorists. I'm saying others have deemed so.
Do you think that's really a fair way, though, to like
no,
to
exactly.
recount
I think
stuff? You know what I mean? Because it's clearly that's what you want people to feel from that.
Yeah, I do think, you know, I don't know if it's what I want people to feel or think, but I do think, as I've said in our DMs and everything, the way that I usually do content creation is if I'm going into a subject that I'm not very versed on, very familiar with, or I'm covering essentially a content creator the way the internet perceives them. You know, I'm covering kind of the online interpretation of this content creator. So
interpretation by who, though?
Yeah, exactly. Many different people, you know.
Ethan and Hila Klein claimed that the snippets it is that Cruel World Happy Mind used were out of context, misquoting, or missing nuance, and that Cruel World Happy Mind didn't provide sufficient examples to support the broader implication of the claim.
I feel like there was really no attempts, or very few attempts, to represent my response or explanation for things. It really, I felt like, was entirely a one-sided account of things. And I mean, you claim that it's unbiased, but I also find that to be like...
Oh, I agree with that as well. But
I mean, it wasn't really an unbiased look, I would say, but like that's not, who cares? I mean, her saying that it was unbiased maybe was no, it was clearly like an Ethan takedown video. I was like, let's try to figure out what's happening, and I'm gonna... But like, I mean, it is any unbiased person, given all the facts, you know, would eventually understand what's going on and come to the same conclusion that Cruel World Happy Mind has gotten to. You know what I'm saying? We can all see it, Ethan. Come on.
Really dishonest way of framing it.
There's a few different ways you can find clips. You know, if I find a clip and it seems like it's kind of cut oddly, I should look at multiple sources for clips. I 100% agree with that. So it's like, okay, go directly from the source, you know, always, I think is, you know, going to be essentially my rule of thumb, you know, coming out of this situation. You know, especially even in this, I can relate to feeling at times like, you know, even on, you know, your subreddit, I felt like sometimes the clips from my streams are, you know, have been kind of chopped up, and I think that that's been a big lesson to me as well. Of I can relate to you in that. I can relate to other content creators and feel like, okay, I need to always look at what I'm viewing and go to the full original source whenever possible, 100% of the time. I entirely agree with that.
Now, when this discussion happened publicly on the H3 episode, Cruel World Happy Mind admitted that some of her sourcing did come directly from snark subs. Basically, internet commentary communities that are there not to be overwhelmingly positive with their critique on places like Reddit. Many felt that Cruel World Happy Mind used more statements from the snark subreddits rather than primary statements gathered directly from videos that obviously in turn will show the full context of the conversation. I hope you're following. And to many people, primarily within...
We're following, we know. Sorry guys, lost power. Lebanon things, you know. Lebanon things. Turn the light back on.
the H3 community, they felt as if this kind of undermined her credibility. Because again, many people felt as if sourcing from Reddit was inadequate. Now, during this discussion, Cruel World Happy Mind basically conceded and stated that in future, she was going to be trying to get direct sources when creating her videos, just to triple check the information it is that she's putting out there. But this also brought a broader discussion to the general public, you know, those who aren't terminally online, about power dynamics of the bigger influencer and the smaller influencer, and how audiences or communities can amplify claims whether they're true or false. Now, after that whole debacle of the debate live stream between Ethan Klein and Cruel World Happy Mind, which in my humble opinion was just a answer to us, answer for everything it is that you've said. Like, honestly, real talk.
Pretty much. She was, I mean, the poor girl was invited on there. And again, I apologize to her on Chris Kunzler's stream via super chat. I hope she got to see it. I don't know if they ever got to see that one. But just in case, sorry I was hard on you. But she was terrified, man. She was getting harassed by the H3 audience. And I think she got some harassment from like leftists the first day for not calling it a genocide. So she was getting it from both ways. And then just looking at her research, knowing that Ethan has sued people, and they're like, hey, we might sue you. Them talking about defamation on the previous live stream, nonstop attacks on Reddit, inner comment section. She did another live stream to try to make it better, only made it worse, more comments, more hate. So she was there, she was overwhelmed, she was nervous as fuck, she wasn't prepared. It's like 12 people on there. There's Ethan, there's Hila, there's the whole crew. And they basically just wanted her to concede everything and apologize and say she's sorry, and they made her cry. She was like tearing up while she was there. Like, it was really hard. Like, she shouldn't have gone on there, but I understand her knee-jerk reaction to be like, shit, this is like falling apart. I'm getting attacked nonstop. This guy might fucking sue me, and he's being nice to me in the DMs. Like, hey, come on the show, I'll give you a fair shot. But like, it was basically like, answer, just like Paige is saying, answer for this, answer to this. Why did you say that?
Look, I just don't like the way that Ethan Klein attempts to do his debates. I mean, the only person who had the ability to live source videos and information to back up their claims was Ethan Klein, leaving Cruel World Happy Mind, in my humble opinion, just to be fed to the lions.
If you're accusing someone of calling babies terrorists...
Exactly. Like, he's got his whole fucking crew there. They've all got their fucking computers. They can pull up any clip, any second. Like, hey, pull up that one time I said that one thing. She's just fucking sitting there like, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. She doesn't have the time to pull up a clip that could disprove what Ethan just showed. She just has to go along with what they're saying, and she doesn't know the lore. She hasn't watched H3 for years, like knows, yeah, that one time you did actually say this or say that, so she's not entirely familiar with it. So she was in over her head, essentially. She shouldn't have been there to begin with, and they were just able to take advantage of the situation. She doesn't know much about what's happening in Palestine. She doesn't know much about the H3 podcast, so they'd be like, hey, this is anti-Semitic, this is a lie, you're lying here, you're lying there. And there's not much that she could have said or done, honestly, which is why it was so sweet of Chris to have her on his show, give her like a safe space to just express herself, talk with no fear of fucking harassment, no fear of lawsuits.
That, like, this work should have already been done. That's like an incredible thing to say about somebody.
Again, I did not accuse someone of calling babies terrorists. I said, you know,
let me watch it again.
And has made comments deemed even more insensitive. Like,
again, deemed by others. But like I say, you know, I should go to the source originally, and then, you know, moving forward, and then, you know, show on screen the original post of, you know, this is what people have said. You know, make
I have
it
the
more
link to
clear
the original.
as possible.
Let's just
saying that Palestinians are taught at 2 years old to kill Americans.
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Do we have that one?
Like, come on.
It felt to me like she was asked to answer for her behavior rather than actually having a good faith debate where they could share information and come to some kind of mutual understanding. But I digress. After then, Cruel World Happy Mind goes on to Chris Kunzler's YouTube channel on his little podcast thing to discuss her feelings about her appearance on the H3 podcast. And just to give you the TLDR, Cruel World Happy Mind basically wasn't happy with her presentation on the show and wanted to go on there to clarify her stance on Palestine even further.
I do think a lot of content creators will get criticism and they'll sort of deflect, or they'll get very defensive. And I really never wanted to be that person when it came to making content. I always wanted to be very receptive to feedback. And this is throw me for a loop in that sense, because I do think that there gets to a point where you really do have to realize that people are operating in bad faith, or that there's certain things that you shouldn't listen to, or you shouldn't take in a very genuine way, because they're not operating genuinely. No. But I also think that maybe a lot of the backlash from the H3 fans was them not wanting to look inward at their sort of crumbling H3 empire, and the fact that they are so isolated, and you know, not wanting to reflect on this sort of outward opinion. I don't know, you know, like, again, a lot of people on the outside were like, oh, this video was very balanced.
Now, Ethan Klein watched this and was unhappy with Cruel World Happy Mind's response on Chris's stream because he felt that Cruel World Happy Mind had walked back many of the statements it is that she conceded on the show. Ethan Klein responded to this live on a podcast. The podcast was episode 210, where he outwardly called Cruel World Happy Mind a racist for her views on Israelis and the presumed indoctrination and
called her a Nazi, called her a racist, anti-Semitic. Oh, who hasn't been called that by Ethan Klein at this point? Hands up, raise your hand if you've been called anti-Semitic by Ethan Klein or if you've been called racist. It's the first thing he ever said about me. He called me a racist, anti-Semite, bigot. First time. Simpler times.
Propaganda that Cruel World Happy Mind is perceived to believe that Jewish and Israeli people receive.
If you have a past where you grew up in Israel and you are fully aware of what Israelis are taught.
You grew up in America and you're married to a serviceman, okay? Genocide.
What are Israelis taught? Do you know?
Gee, how's that Iraqi oil?
Yeah, Israelis are taught that Palestinians are their enemy. They're taught that the whole land is theirs. They're taught that they have a right to be the supremacist, the supreme race or religion in Israel. The land belongs to them. They have to be the majority, or else if they're not, then the evil Palestinians and Arabs and Muslims are going to take the land back and kill all of them. Yeah, we know what they're taught. You know what I mean? They're taught whatever is necessary for them to do what the IDF does to Palestinians on a daily basis. Whatever they were taught led to what Gaza looks like today. That is what Israelis are taught from a young age. Whatever necessary to do what the fuck the IDF does to Palestinians. How else can I say it? Look at a picture of Gaza. That is what Israelis are taught about Palestinians. And that is how they treat them, because they have no regard for their life. They have no regard for them. And we watched the video when we reacted to this. We watched the video of an Israeli woman who was talking about what they teach them in school, etc. So we know what they learned. We know exactly what they learned. There's a lot of Israelis who have come forward and have revealed exactly what it is they're taught from a young age in Israel.
You fucking
so love it. You're bathing in it.
You sound so racist.
She is. I mean,
Like-
she's mostly dumb, I think. But actually, maybe I'm giving her too much credit.
No,
again.
most
I don't
racists
know.
are dumb.
Now, again, I'm not going to go into my thoughts and my views and my opinions surrounding that particular situation, as again, I am not the girlie to cover politics over here. Clearly, I'm not very good at that. However, that statement of Cruel World Happy Mind is a racist was outwardly fucking insane to me. And it wasn't from the position of how dare you deem this as racist, but how dare you have such a strong stance against racism when you yourself have been the perpetrator of racism to various different minority demographics, including my own. Now, if you're familiar with my previous...
That's true. I guess Ethan has been able to successfully rebrand himself as like, look, but we're always standing up for what's right on the show. Hey, girlies, how's it going? We stand up for gay rights. We stand up for minorities. We hate ICE. We don't like Donald Trump. We like Kamala Harris. But they just took the most the most liberal stances on things. You know what I mean? But again, it's just like those liberals. And I was using the example of Get Out, the movie. Like, I voted for Obama twice. I would have voted for him 3 times if I could. Like, that's the kind of liberal that Ethan is. But like, Ethan's the kind of guy that if he's actually walking down the street and a black person is walking down, coming towards him, Ethan will cross the road to get on the other side of the road to avoid walking across the black person, because just like Ethan said earlier in this video, he's never known any black people, and he's never, what did he say? Cross paths? What was the word that he used? I've never crossed paths with black people. Whatever the fuck he used, whatever weird term he used, as if he was like describing animals. Like, they're in their zone, I'm in their zone. We've never merged. Crazy shit.
Klein videos. I will leave a playlist somewhere at the top of the screen. You guys will be familiar with the fact that I have been on Ethan's neck when it comes to the outward racism it is that he has displayed, continues to signal towards, lies about and removes evidence of, as well as holding his audience accountable for the apology that never really ever gave.
Yeah, proximity. He said close proximity. I've never been in close proximity to black people, which literally sounds like some wildlife photographer talking about like a dangerous animal. I'm in close proximity to the tiger. Can I do David Attenborough? David Attenborough. Quick, Anthony. Think on your feet.
The ants walk slowly as they try to secure their food. They're in close proximity to the tiger.
Horrible. It was working better at first. Anyways. fucked up language.
Or at least that's what I'm led to believe, because as you guys know, I'm like the Ethan Klein historian over here, and I've searched high and low, up and down for any ounce of accountability from previous streams all the way up until now, from 2017 onwards, and have found absolutely no evidence of Ethan ever atoning or saying anything public about some of the things it is that he said in the past. The things it is that he outwardly stands against now. And before the H3 foot soldiers come in and go, well, what about Trisha Paytas? Girl, for a second, let me just say this. Trisha Paytas did bad racist things too. These don't cancel out each other.
Yep. I hate the Trisha Paytas argument as well. Like they can both be fucked up. Who gives a shit? Like I hate people like if you criticize Ethan, that means you automatically are agreeing with something that one of his enemies said or did. Fuck no, man. Fuck no. Trisha Paytas has done a lot of shit that needs to be accounted for, man. Like shit.
Things can be the same. We need to be able to hold somebody accountable without attributing it to somebody else's completely separate behavior. However, in
Preach, girl.
episode 2010 of the H3 podcast, Ethan Klein stated that he has never and would never do blackface, which is factually incorrect.
This is just a material lie. I have never done blackface in my life.
If you asked Ethan today, go on then, put fake tan on in that way as a joke. Do it now. Make a video.
No, I would not do it now. I don't. First of all, I never did it. So I wouldn't do it now, and I didn't because I never did it. I never did it.
So let's go through Ethan Klein's historic racism from the past all the way up to present day. And you tell me if you believe that Ethan Klein is a changed man. Now, one of the things that really ticked me off about what Ethan Klein said in that live stream the other day was him stating that he has never done blackface.
Agents Miskatonic. Agents Miskatonic sends $5 and says, wishing the best solidarity, my friend. Well, thank you so much, Agents. That's very sweet. If you're wishing solidarity for what Israel's doing in Lebanon, thank you. And if you're wishing the best for Maki, thank you. He's doing okay. He's licking his little paws. I'm going to give him some more hairball paste after this, and then I'm going to go to the store and get him some tuna and water and give him that tuna water. Hopefully that'll get him drinking and pooping by the morning. And then if he eats tomorrow, oh, little yawn. My sweet little baby boy. Had a hard couple days. Not enjoying being constipated. Sweet little baby. Anyways, back to this. Excuse me.
I have never done blackface in my life.
But before I get into why what I'm about to show you constitutes as blackface, I would also like to state that members, presumably from Ethan Klein's community, have gone out of their way to create an entire website called snarkbrain.com. Now, on this website, they have an entire section dedicated...
There's a website called snarkbrain.com now? That's so fucking pathetic.
To dispelling these claims of blackface. On here, they state, the commonly agreed definition of the term blackface is dark makeup worn to mimic the appearance of a black person, especially to mock or ridicule black people. They state that Ethan and Gila have made several weird product review style videos on their old channel, which include the dumbest products ever made, gross soda challenge, and the black challenge. They also go on to show two other instances in 2016, the Kim Kardashian makeup secret, which we'll take a look at in a short while, as well as Ethan joins a 90s band, which we will also take a look at in a short while. But this is the part that I'm most...
Dude, I love this. Deep dive into the race, into the blackface. Let's go.
Interested, where they state the lies. The lies is that Ethan and Gila deliberately wore blackface by wearing charcoal face masks.
Yes.
Allegedly, according to them, this is a lie. Ethan deliberately applied makeup onto Gila in order to make it seem as if she is wearing blackface. This is allegedly a lie. Ethan deliberately wore blackface by getting spray tan. This is allegedly a lie. And Ethan deliberately wore blackface...
I only walked in to get a spray tan. I didn't know it was going to look darker. Like, what is their argument for the spray tan? Like, we just thought it would be funny. What's funny about it? That I look darker. Oh, why is it funny? Can you explain the joke?
Is when he posted a photo with mud rubbed on his face captioned, when she says she only dates black guys. This again is allegedly a lie. Let's take a quick look of a brief rundown of everything that is the blackface saga and how many people have interpreted what Ethan Klein and Gila Klein have both done on their channels as blackface, whether intentional or not. So just to remind you, in Ethan Klein's review of Cruel World Happy Minds interview, he stated,
this is just a material lie. I have never done blackface in my life.
Now,
boink, lie.
It's considered by the majority of the internet that Ethan Klein definitely did blackface on 2 occasions. The first one being the charcoal face mask. And
yep. Again, we reacted to this whole video. I'm sure she's going to play it. We'll watch it again with her.
The other one being the Dead Sea Mud Mask. Now, the Dead Sea Mud Mask photograph was taken in 2014, and the reason that people have attributed it to blackface is because of the following caption. Ethan Klein tweeted a photograph of himself in the mud mask, stating, "When she says she only dates black guys." The second video is the Black Challenge from 2016. In this video, Ethan...
We talked about that tweet, absolutely racist. And if you hadn't made that joke, you could say he could get away with it because apparently they were... So, where were they? In the Jordan River or something? What did they say? Where were they? Sometimes mud can have medicinal properties, or like it's good for your skin. You can cover yourself in mud. People do mud baths. It's fine. They could have honestly gotten away with that picture, but it's the joke. It's the when she it's the blackface joke essentially that just got him. He did it himself. When she says she only dates black guys, he did it to himself.
2014, and the reason the Dead Sea Mud Bath.
Dead Sea, yeah, Dead Sea Mud. Okay, look, the Dead Sea Mud Bath. You can say, you know what? Everybody goes there. It's good for your skin. It makes your skin softer, etc. You can even take a photo, but then posting the photo and then being like, when she only dates black guys, you've automatically made it racist.
Now, the Dead Sea Mud Mask photograph was taken in 2014, and the reason that people have attributed it to blackface is because of the following caption. Ethan Klein tweeted a photograph...
Yeah, the caption kind of fucked him on that one.
Of himself in the mud mask, stating, "When she says she only dates black guys." The second video is the Black Challenge from 2016. In this video, Ethan and Hila Klein try out numerous different products that are black, including a charcoal face mask. Now that sounds completely innocent, right? However, numerous times throughout the video, Ethan Klein pinpoints the fact that the audience's interpretation of this might be blackface and makes numerous different blackface jokes.
Straight Looney Tuning it, 1950s Looney Tunes. This isn't blackface, guys. I don't care what you say. This is an actual fucking product to clean your skin. You guys are bigots and racists for putting these racist remarks.
Yeah, just the way he's saying it, he's so unserious. You guys are bigots and racists. If that's what you're thinking, obviously it's not what we're doing. It's like, dude, can you make it any more obvious? And something I missed the first time when he says 1950s Looney Tunes, he was making a reference. Let me try to get a picture of like 1950s Looney Tunes racist images. There you go. He's talking about this 19 Looney Tunes, Bad Bugs Bunny, racist cartoons. So stuff like that, essentially. So this is the reference he's making, which I missed when I was reacting to this. Damn, is this also Looney Tunes? So as you guys can see, direct reference to this sort of shit that he's talking about.
This is an actual product from China used to cleanse your skin, and that's the purpose we're using it. If you guys want to make this a racially charged issue, that's between you and yourself, okay?
Who said anything about a racial?
I know what they're thinking. I know what you're thinking when you look at me. I can see it in your eyes. You don't act like...
Not in our channel. We don't do that kind of bullshit.
At one point, even his mother puts on the charcoal face mask, and Ethan Klein's father even acknowledges this as blackface, and openly says to both Donna and Ethan that this is definitely not politically correct. To which Ethan Klein acknowledges the blackface again and makes a few more jokes.
Look at Dad's face.
Blackface, perfectly politically correct and acceptable.
It's not racist. It's facial. It's face care. Why does everyone think it's only that it's racist?
Well, you know what?
I'm just trying to do skincare treatment.
Rush has a...
Oh, his mom did it too? Donna did it. They got mom to do it. Donna's doing blackface. I mean, that doesn't shock me. She's a Zionist. She's like tweeted out Zionist stuff. She's liked Zionist shit. Well, what can we say about these people anymore?
Black soap.
Rush has black soap. Why does everyone have to say instantly, oh, you're blackface racist?
That's going to peel off. What's going to happen to your beard? Is your beard...
It's permanent.
I'm afraid my eyes
It's not racist, Mom. Why do people come talk saying that it's racist? It's just blackface hair.
She just said
No,
she was
I...
My God.
I didn't say
that it's racist? Please.
What did he say? Oh my God.
Now, what's interesting about this is that 2 years ago, Ethan Klein stated on the H3 podcast that around the time that he did this, nobody saw it that way. AKA, nobody saw it as blackface.
Me and Ela made a video like 10 years ago on our second channel. We used to do these videos dedicated like doing all out colors. And we did a black color, one of them. So we had like black charcoal to brush our teeth with. And it was a black face mask. It was like a, you know.
Charcoal mask.
Yeah. It was a charcoal mask. And so I took a picture of me like with my black teeth and my charcoal mask on. And nobody thought about it for a single second until, like, I guess...
Oh, nobody thought about it. No one? Really? I mean, maybe none of your white fans thought about it. But I'm sure there's a segment of the audience, your more educated white fans thought about it. And the black audiences definitely fucking noticed, Ethan.
Until my break
from the conservatives, and then all of a sudden, I've been doing blackface all these years.
When this is, again, completely untrue. On a Facebook post from 2016 to promote the aforementioned Black Challenge video, Klein stated that she was torturing Ethan Klein with another video. What a big, bold, beautiful black man. I'm not gonna lie, that is definitely me when I go blackface. Then we got a nice little drawing here of
Oh my god, look at this fucking comment.
a blackface caricature for black-face.com. Blackface, mama and papa bless. Blackface and chill. Not blackface, tasteful blackface. So yeah, the argument that nobody saw it that way or it was never perceived that way falls on deaf ears when your literal audience are having this inside joke with you about blackface. Then in that same year...
Damn, it's all over the fucking comments.
2016, and let me just tell you, 2016 is a big year for them in terms of this kind of content. Ethan Klein and Klein make a video on their channel titled Ethan Joins a 90s Boy Band.
Oh,
Now,
that's when they get tanned and shit? Oh my god.
in this video, Ethan Klein spray tans himself a lot darker to mimic what a 90s boy band of that time would have looked like. However, at one point in the video, Filthy Frank makes a cameo and tells Ethan that this is blackface.
You look like a fucking idiot. This is fucking stupid. Ethan, don't talk to me. I don't ever want to hear from you again. Get rid of this. This is not okay. That's blackface. That's blackface, okay? That's racist. I'm racist. What the fuck was that?
It's my tan spray, Frank.
So you can look more blackface? That's racist. Okay, I'd expect something like this from you, but is Gila on board with this? I'd expect this from you, but not from Gila. I'm disappointed.
I thought it was okay.
It's just a tan.
That's blackface.
So it's a no then?
It's an absolute big fat fucking no.
This is why Paige's video is so important, and this is why getting her perspective on this is so important, because me, as an Arab dude, I see this and I'm like, this looks like a tan. Like, it looks like he's trying to do like a New Jersey type of guy, like fucking Jersey Shore type of thing. Like, that's the look I'm getting, but that's just me. Like, again, this is why this is so important to watch, to get different perspectives and to open our minds to other people and other cultures. So I'm eager to see how she's going to explain that, why this is seen as black. Like, I get it that he's making himself darker. I understand that. But to me, this looks a bit like bronzer, which is why let's fucking shut up and listen.
That's what I think about your shit, dude. Fuck you, man. It's not blackface. It's fucking bronzer.
Now again, I'm not stupid. I know this is a joke. This is simply just an open acknowledgement and a disparaging joke surrounding blackface. Now, would I personally say that this is Ethan Klein doing...
So I think maybe like the fact that they're joking about doing blackface and they're treating it so like, oh, you're just doing blackface. You're just doing blackface. So the fact that they're even acknowledging it and talking about it, I guess, kind of makes it fucked up in that way. But I'm just saying, like, visually, it looks kind of like fake tan. It looks like a Donald Trump tan. You know what I'm saying? But
face, no, because he's trying to mimic a white boy who's trying to be tan. But the joke, the heart of the joke, is blackface. Is hee ha ha, look at what I can get away with doing. Now, next up in 2016, we...
Okay, I get that. I get you. I get you. The essence of the joke is still blackface at the end of the day. Like, look, I'm making my skin darker. Isn't that funny? I get you.
And have the beauty project, where Ethan and Gila try out various different beauty products. One of them being a mouth exerciser contraption that has over-exaggerated lips.
So how does this work? How does this...
Oh my god, holy shit.
I think you try to like open your nostril.
Like this?
Try to close your lips.
This looks like an old racist cartoon. You look like a cartoon character.
Now again, I would not say that this is an instance of blackface, but what I will say is this was a very odd joke to make, edit, review, and then post in your video.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're sitting there and you're like, hey, this looks like a racist cartoon, good on you for coming up with that realization. Be like, oh shit, this is kind of fucked up. This is racist. Why did you keep it in? You had to, like, this isn't live. You weren't on a live stream. If he was doing it live and then noticed and like, oh shit, pops the mouth out, I was like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, once I put that shit in, I noticed how bad it looked. I wouldn't mind. I'd be like, hey, all is forgiven. But the fact that, like, they saw that, they noticed, they realized what it looks like, made the joke, keep it in the video. They probably included that on the fucking thumbnail at some point. So that makes it really fucked up.
video. Next up in that same year of 2016, we have another video titled Kim Kardashian's Makeup Secret, where Ethan and Gila Klein sit down to follow a makeup tutorial to look like Kim Kardashian. Now in this video, it's perceived to me at least that Ethan is going out of his way not to follow the tutorial in any real capacity. And as a result of this, Gila Klein's complexion is a lot darker than what was expected.
Straight blackface.
What have you done?
So he did it again. He made her face darker while saying straight up blackface. So he literally said it. And again, look, her face doesn't have to be completely black, even though this is a pretty brown face at this point. It's been made to look very dark, but it doesn't have to be. Like, I get it, even with the fake bronzer and stuff. Just the point is just darkening and making it a joke and then using it in the thumbnail. But this is also, like, this is fucking blackface. What is their excuse for this one? The brown, we're using brown makeup. Okay, why?
Expected.
Straight blackface.
What have you done?
Yo, look at the camera and don't tell me that you're not more beautiful than ever before.
I guess it's more like a tan look, you know?
Like on the camera.
Oh, that's right. I guess it's more of a tan. No, it's not a tan fucking look, Hila. It looks like it does not look like a tan look at all. Your face is like straight up brown.
It really works, and it's definitely not blackface.
Now again, would I say that this was an
And these are edited videos. That's what's so fucked, man. Like, was 2016 that long ago?
I'm more beautiful than ever before.
I guess it's more like a tan look, you know?
Like on the camera, it really works, and it's definitely not blackface.
Now again, would I say that this was an outward example?
Dark Wolf says he specifically references 1950s cartoons. Yeah, we talked about that just a couple of minutes ago. We looked at some photos of those cartoons.
Of blackface? No. But blackface jokes were included. Because again, the joke is, how far can we go? How far can we push the envelope before we actually start getting called out for stuff? Now, next up in 2016, again, we have Whiteface Man. Now, let me tell you that this particular video is absolutely disgusting. And not because it's blackface, because Ethan Klein decides to go against the grain and do whiteface. But what's funny about doing whiteface? I hear you hark in the distance. Well, the jokes that are included in this video are all at the expense of people of color. Now, the video is titled MTV Hates White People, and it's no longer available on the H3 platform. However, it has been extensively archived. 2 minutes in, Ethan Klein makes a joke about
Gotta love archivers. God bless them.
Mexican people and states that he can say whatever he wants because he's in whiteface.
2017 resolutions for white guys. How do you think the alternate version of these videos would go over? 2017 resolution for black guys. 2017 resolution for Mexicans. Stay tuned. Things are gonna get spicy, literally, because they like spicy food. It's okay.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Yeah, I can say whatever I want. I'm in whiteface.
5 minutes in, he makes a joke about being woke and then attempts to do the quote-unquote black man shoulder lead walk and even directly references this
Machupi. What's up, Maku? What's up? Are you able to poop? Are you able to poopy? What's that on your neck? What's up? Sorry, Are you smelling the pasta? You smelling the pasta? That's good. Don't try to eat this tomato sauce. No, Makuki. No, Makuki. I'm gonna put Maki back on the blankie. Okay. Maki doesn't want to hang out on the blankie. I'm going to finish the stream soon, Maki, and we're going to hang out, okay? I'm going to get you some tuna water. You're going to be good, Babushi. You want to come hang out here? Come. You want to come here? Come here. Come here. I'm going to host the rest of the show with my cookie chilling right here. Let's go.
Move as hip-hop.
How woke am I right now?
Yeah, face slap.
What? This is the face of a woke-ass white man. Get
He
on
wants
my
to
level,
stay with
bitch.
daddy. My cookie wants to stay with daddy, so we're going to stay right here, aren't we? Habibi. My little baby boy. We'll stay here. Warm up your tummy. And then we're going to get you taken care of, okay? Let's go. My cookie is chilling right here with me.
References this move as hip-hop.
How woke am I right now?
Yeah, face slap.
What? This is the face of a woke-ass white man. Get on my level, bitch. That's a hip hop dance. I just appropriated your culture, bitch.
Now, this particular video, MTV Hates White People, was about a video that was made by MTV with a list of things that white people can do better in 2017. However, the numerous different people of color that were included in this video made a joke about Kanye West, saying, "White people, you can keep Kanye West." Ethan Klein then goes on to make a joke about excommunicating one of your own kind when speaking about Kanye West and his affiliation to Trump.
Feel free to take Kanye West, though. You guys can have him.
You know what you did, Kanye.
Oh my god, guys. I'm so distracted. My cookie's sleeping on me right now. He's so sweet. My baby boy. My little baby boy. My little baby boy. Because you're a baby boy. It sucks, man. I hate when cats and animals are suffering. Such sweet, pure souls. Oh, he's so warm. He's so fucking... Not warm in a bad way. Like, he's warm as in, like, fluffy and stuff. He has a regular temperature. We got it checked yesterday.
So let me get this straight. In a video talking about how racist white people are, you've suggested excommunicating one of your own kind for meeting with the president-elect.
Now, just to be clear, I'm not critiquing this because of Ethan Klein's stance of Kanye West in 2016, because I believe in 2016, Kanye West was way less problematic than he is today. I'm mainly critiquing the joke of excommunicating one of your own kind. What does that even mean, Ethan? But this isn't the first time that we saw the appearance of Whiteface Man. We also saw him again in 2017 in the digital blackface video.
He did it again?
Whiteface man. Hila, don't you think that's a little insensitive?
What?
I mean, you're Middle Eastern, you're not really white. So I don't know that it's exactly appropriate for you to be in whiteface. Isn't that a little too white, Hila?
I don't know, I just wanted to...
This is digital
Yeah, I mean,
white.
even doing whiteface and then constantly joking about, isn't this offensive? Why are you doing whiteface? Are you allowed to do whiteface? They're just harking back to blackface. Even when they're not doing blackface, they're making you think of blackface. Like, what if we were doing blackface? We're not allowed to do blackface, or we're doing whiteface. The internet won't allow us, deems this thing too bad, so we're doing this thing. Here you go. Take that, internet. Like, that's the whole fucking theme of the whole thing. No matter what kind of face they're doing. Bronze face, brown face, black face, white face. The goal is ultimately the same. The goal is ultimately the same. My sweet Makuki. My sweet Makuki.
Face, Hila.
This is not digital.
It's literal whiteface, Hila.
And then we saw this character again in a video titled The Return of Whiteface Man.
This is Whiteface Man bidding you adieu. And I apologize to all the French people out there who are offended by my use of the A word, adieu.
Good shoot, Hila. That one really... Seriously?
Are we all good?
Seriously, Hila?
I did Silverface.
Someone in the chat says she's not Middle Eastern. Isn't she half like Moroccan or Tunisian or something? I know she's half Arab somehow.
Silverface? That's so offensive. Now, but you're going to offend white people and black people and Smurfs because it looks more blue than silver.
Last time you said I couldn't do white.
Oh, dude, this is so messed up. I cannot believe you would put on Silverface.
Why can't I do Silverface?
I don't know that this video is going to work anymore. That's so racist, Hila. I'm so offended right now.
Now, obviously, this can never be attributed to blackface because it's quite clear that what we are looking at is whiteface. But I just find it so incredibly interesting that whilst in whiteface, the jokes are about people of color. Now, one of the things...
Exactly. They can't help themselves.
Things it is that I hear within the H3 community quite frequently is that Ethan Klein has apologized for the blackface, when that is not entirely true.
Half Turkish, half Libyan, Dana says. She's half Turkish, half Libyan. Okay, cool.
Even last year, Ethan Klein made a public post on his Instagram speaking about the blackface incident as it had reared its ugly head all over again. And this is what Ethan Klein had to say. Also, I accept that I have done racist things in the past that I've atoned for. ? Blackface is not one of them. Which snark video did you learn that from before spreading the lie? We did a black video about black cosmetics and it's still online and fully monetized because it's completely effing innocent. We also did a yellow and white video in the same theme. Here's a link so you can watch it for yourself. This is one of the quintessential lies that these hate videos have been spreading for years, so thanks. Now, whilst Ethan Klein was reviewing Chris and Cruel World Happy Minds interview together, Chris asked a rhetorical question as to whether Ethan Klein would do the same kind of things it is that he did in the past today. Like, would he fully spray paint himself in a different color in the same way he did in previous videos?
Nope, he would not.
To which Ethan Klein responds that he would never do anything like that because he has never done anything like that.
If you asked Ethan today, go on then, put fake tan on in that way as a joke. Do it now. Make a video.
No, I would not do it now. I don't. First of all, I never did it. So I wouldn't do it now, and I didn't because I never did it.
I never did it.
However, we were able to find 2 clips, one from 2024 and one from 2025, of Ethan Klein openly stating that this is something that he wants to do again, even to the dismay of his in-house team, who seem totally against it.
What color should I
Damn, they got fucking clips from 2024, 2025?
get for skin? I said get the darkest one because I want to see that it works. Because I've done the tanning like for videos and stuff, and I found that when you try to match your skin, it's too subtle to be funny. The color I got is...
It's too subtle to be funny. When you try to match your skin, it's too subtle to be funny. So why is it funny when it's darker? What makes it funny when you have darker skin? Explain the joke yet again. Please explain the joke.
Quite dark. It's that one. It's the black. It's black.
Yeah. Now there was some pushback too, and you were very adamant about this. So.
I'm not part of the tan game. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. So
I think we should just get like bronze, nice dark color pigmentation paint and just cover our faces in it.
Terrible.
I don't know about that.
Let's not do that.
Terrible idea.
We'll look tan.
There's an obvious implication there that you're
You're edgy guy.
You're an edgy guy. You're being an edgy little guy right now. No.
So when Ethan Klein states that he has never and would never do
It still doesn't let the fucking bronzer... like, it's not even a funny joke. Like, just joking about it. Like, hey, let's make ourselves darker. Like, who finds that funny? Seriously, who finds that funny? Who finds blackface funny? I guess Republicans? The ones who did it for Halloween?
something like this again is factually incorrect, because Ethan Klein has publicly stated his intentions to do this again on 2 separate occasions within the past 2 years. Now, in isolation, all of these incidences could just be really bad timing and bad framing. Especially seems a lot of these accusations come from individuals who simply do not like Ethan Klein. But I think what constitutes this as blackface to me is that black people fundamentally and people of color are the punchline every single time. And how do I know that we're the punchline? Well, because he openly expresses it over and over again.
This isn't blackface, guys. I don't care what you say.
That's blackface, okay? That's racist.
Blackface. Perfectly politically correct and acceptable.
It's not racist, it's facial, it's face care. Why does everyone think it's only that it's racist?
It's okay, I can say whatever I want. I'm in whiteface.
This looks like an old racist cartoon.
It's not racist, Mom. Why do people come talk saying that it's racist? It's just black face care.
It really works, and it's definitely not blackface.
Fuck you, man. It's not blackface. It's fucking bronzer.
Straight blackface. This is the face of a woke-ass white man. Get on my level, bitch. That's a hip-hop dance. I just appropriated your culture, bitch.
Jesus Christ, how did I ever find this shit funny? To be fair, I was more of a fan of the podcast and like the chill vibes of the podcast. I mean, the chill vibes than than Ethan and Hila videos and stuff.
If we bring it down to the fundamental basics of what blackface is, it isn't just the intent, it's the act itself. Blackface isn't just done to invoke black people, it's done to provoke black people. I mean, for goodness sake, if the act resembles blackface, references blackface, and the person doing the blackface acknowledges how it can be perceived as blackface, then yes, it constitutes as blackface, both historically and socially.
Okay, boom, there you go. There's the explanation. And so when I was a bit confused about the bronzer thing, that's it. She just explained it so perfectly, so eloquently. If it looks like blackface, quacks like blackface, if they're joking about blackface, if it could be interpreted as blackface, it is blackface. That's it. No questions asked.
Somebody paints their face black and then jokes about it being blackface, like, haha, this looks like it could be blackface. Then they're showing they know the sensitivity and...
My cookie's biting my boob. What are you biting for? He's biting. And I'm gonna feed you. We're almost done. Oh, no, he's like nibbling. He's not biting. He's got a good little grip on him. He's biting my arm, nibbling on my arm, little boo-boo.
The history related to the issue. They are choosing to treat it casually rather than respectfully. And the combination of awareness and dismissal communicates, I know this is associated with something that's harmful, but I don't care. And I would honestly say that it is even worse than if he was just plain fucking ignorant. Because this whole situation removes plausible deniability. Maybe they didn't know. Because once you joke about blackface, you remove the position of innocence. So they can't...
Yep. The fact that they kept joking about it means that he knew what it could look like. He knew how it could be interpreted. And he's like, fuck it, I don't care. This joke is worthwhile to me.
fall back on it wasn't intentional. And this is classified as what many would consider disparagement humor. And disparagement humor refers to jokes that target a specific group or demographic, reinforces stereotypes even if it's subtly, and normalizes the prejudice by calling it funny. The key is that humor becomes the delivery system of things that are completely socially unacceptable. And if we were really to take it there, blackface itself is one of the originators of disparagement humor. Blackface didn't start as some kind of drama, it started as comedy.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. So fucking horrible.
Shows. In essence, turning racism into entertainment. So when somebody paints their face black and then jokes about it, they're tapping directly into that lineage of humor used to demean black people. And whether their intent was to do this or not, they are echoing the same sentiment of dehumanization. I mean, just to keep it a buck and a bean, if I came up here right now and presented myself as an archetype of what people perceive Jewish people to be, every Jewish person, regardless of whatever jokes I make or how I acknowledge it in a sly way, or how much I say this isn't what I was trying to do, has every right to be upset with me. Both of these instances are using people's culture or ethnicity as a costume or a comedy. So
Bro, I love what she's saying. This is so accurate. Kate sends $3 and says, feel free to end the stream anytime if Maki needs you. Now, don't worry, he's having a good time. He's licking himself. He's just nibbling, but I'm gonna hang out with Maki for a good couple hours after the stream. Don't you worry, he's gonna get a lot of tender love and care. You're gonna get some more hairball paste to lube up your system. You're gonna get you some tuna water. Hopefully you get to drink it. We're gonna try to feed him again to see if he's hungrier. He's gonna get a little bit of petting. He's gonna get a little bit of love. Yeah, Paige is doing awesome here.
Foundations are exactly the same. Taking features associated with a marginalized group and then turning them into a visual joke. So the joke essentially says,
Honestly, she's convinced me. Like, I used to always say Ethan easily stands on like the right side of like social issues. He's pro-gay, he's pro like minorities. If someone's racist towards a black person, they'll do like a whole episode defending the rights of a black person. Like, why couldn't they do that for Palestinians? But like, even now, yeah, his anti-black racism is very performative. It's extremely performative. For the most part, he's been pretty racist towards black people, knowingly or unknowingly. But the fact that he keeps joking about blackface means it's knowingly. He's doing it knowingly. And he can't play dumb. He can't pretend that he didn't know what he was doing because he's constantly joking about blackface in every single blackface video that he did. So I'm trying to rewrite history now and trying to pretend like I never did blackface. I'm a good guy. I've never done blackface. People are just lying about me now. It's all snark. It's like, dude, no. No. And someone like Chris Kunzler saying it might not register with Ethan. Someone like Cruel World Happy Mind might not register. Me saying it isn't going to register. But having someone like Paige, who's actually black, who's hitting us with a fucking hard-hitting video, she's making an incredibly convincing argument.
Group and then turning them into a visual joke. So the joke essentially says, you know that racist or anti-Semitic stereotype? Yeah, that's the joke. That's the punchline and we're all in on it. Now I could show you the videos of Ethan Klein saying the N-word 41 times or the absolutely insane shit it is he said about Patrice, such as
which we watched, by the way. We watched that video where he said the N-word 41 times.
Calling him Blackzilla or even the N-word song it is that he made up. You know what? In fact, yeah, let's play those.
How many dicks I got to suck? Nigga can't love the suck dick. Yo, the whole crowd gathered around one nigga. They talking about how one nigga figure how we can suck the whole party's dick. We just need to feel and taste like a nigga do. Oh, so how many dicks I got to suck, nigga? AIDS, nigga spreading AIDS. He said, nah, nigga, I can't take that shit. Nigga, you too ugly. And all y'all niggas at home, so niggas, y'all can do anything. Yeah, I'm number 0, nigga. Number 0, nigga, and y'all niggas got the light.
Jesus fucking Christ, Ethan Klein. He was fucking 30 years old, by the way, here. He's 30 years old. And like 2014, 2015 is not that long ago. Like, were people really fucking saying the N-word online all the fucking time? Like, I get at iDubbbz, a few people, Joji, John Trump, like everyone, 2014, man. Shit, wasn't Obama president in like 2014? Didn't we know? Like, isn't that enough for people to be like, oh, the president's black? Like what?
I have my little skimpy little outfit on like a nigga do. Nigga, you awesome bitch. I'm gonna go get a bag of Doritos and drop them on the floor for my nigga Bobo.
Well, who said nigger faggot? The nigger faggot has been around the block. Yeah. I love that I can just say nigger faggot. Yeah. I love saying nigger faggot. Nigger faggot whore. Fuck you, nigger faggot.
It's nigger faggot. Nigger faggot. Nigger faggot.
So what to expect from stupid niggers? Sorry, blacks, but most of you are easy to manipulate. Ungo, boingo, boongo, bongo.
Here, niggas just have to nig. Broke ass niggas. He's like killing niggas. Nigga, you broke. Got this chubby motherfucker in this nice little suit with a little background, black, like a nigga tip. A little 8-year-old girl.
Oh my god.
This chubby motherfucker in this nice little suit with a little background, black, like a nigga tip. A little 8-year-old girl and a big, giant black man looking in on her, man. It's like Blackzilla. Blackzilla rapes the little 8-year-old white girl with blonde hair. He likes it. He likes him white and blonde. Mm. And by the way, empty beer, half empty. Nigga, drink your beer.
And people always target her.
We're gonna skip a little bit.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
You guys have been friends with black people?
Yeah.
How many black people have you known in your life?
In my life?
Oh, gosh.
I've had black roommates, man.
Holy shit. You have a black cast member.
Yeah.
We do.
I just had to check. See how it's doing.
Yep. He's still
So
there.
fashionable, too.
Did you have a huge dick? I just...
Did you?
No, I
Did
said
it?
no.
Oh my god, Ethan.
Not did you.
Well,
He has no black people on his staff. He rarely entertains a black guest. There's never any black people in the room when he wants to make these kinds of jokes. I mean, for goodness sakes, the man stated publicly and openly on his podcast.
I think they have a black person. What's his name? Avery? But like he fucking defends them. He defends everyone they have. They have a Lebanese guy on there who will be like, hey, it's not that bad, you know? We don't mind Israel. Ethan, all my friends back in Dearborn think you're cool. They have a Latino guy on there who excuses Ethan's behavior. They have a black guy who excuses Ethan's behavior. He finds everyone to excuse his behavior, essentially. I don't want to call them tokens, but, you know, they're tokens.
That he would be more afraid of black individuals than white.
They're like these huge black dudes, and they're all strapped. They were all black. There was like 10. I'm just saying, every single one of them was black. Okay. If there's 8 dudes on security, and they're all black, I think that's worth noting. I mean, they were all like 6'5", black dudes.
Calamity says Avery is only a mod. That's true, but like he's been on the show a few times. He's made some in-person appearances, but I guess he's not part of the official staff, so they don't technically have any black people on staff.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Is a 6'5" black dude scary more than a 6'5" white dude?
No, is it supposed to?
And these things aren't rooted in ignorance. They're rooted in a deep-seated prejudice that this person, I believe, has. So for me, watching Ethan Klein call other individuals racist and want a certain level of sensitivity towards his demographic, whilst in tandem never ever actually atoning for anything it is that he has done in regards to the black community, is just wild to see and reeks of a certain level of privilege. A few weeks ago, before all of this drama between Cruel World Happy Mind and Ethan Klein even started, I posted a video to my TikTok where I asked where on earth are the receipts of Ethan Klein ever atoning or apologizing for these various kinds of acts.
People love to say, oh, he's apologized for the blackface. Has he? He's apologized for this. Has he? He's apologized for this thing. Has he? He's apologized for when he said...
I don't remember him apologizing. I just remember him saying, like, I've apologized for this in the past. This is in my past. I don't do it anymore. I admit that it's bad. Like, he'll say that. Like, I mean, he'll even do this with his head. Like, look, I've done that. I'll admit that it's bad. And that, yeah, but like, it's all behind now. I'm a changed person. I'm changed. He says that a lot, but I've never seen him go like, hey, to my black audience, if I've offended you with these fucking blackface videos, then I'm sorry. I've never heard or seen him do that. He's always referencing these apologies, but I've never seen him actually make one.
Has he? Like, all of the things it is that Ethan has apparently apologized for are supposed to be sourceable, yet me, as a content creator who literally makes a lot of Ethan Klein content, can't source a lot of the apologies it is that he's made. So if he's made apologies, where are they? I would like somebody who is a fan of Ethan Klein and the H3 community to spend hours and hours of times of documenting every single one of Ethan Klein's apologies for the horrible, horrendous things it is that he has done. Like, these Ethan Klein fans genuinely want us to take whatever it is that they say on face value and that he is remorseful in some way, yet we have seen a literal example of him not being remorseful for his past actions, but we're supposed to believe that he's a better person. I would go as far as to say the things it is that Ethan Klein has said.
And he only ever apologizes when he gets in trouble. Like, right away. Like, even now, he's on TikTok trying to change his image about the Palestine stuff, only because he's getting backlash. He knows that people hate him. He's trying to change his image. Whether or not he believes those things, who even knows at this point?
As quote-unquote pedo troll is far worse than anything he's done on his platform. As a parent, I'm disgusted how he can have these kind of conversations online. People are saying, oh, this was 15 years ago. The internet was crazy back then. The internet was crazy, but this is literally extremist, even for back then. And then he has the audacity to cause an absolute shitstorm for somebody like Adam McIntyre. And say if Adam McIntyre was, being a bit of a dick, acting a bit of a dick in this way or that way. Dude, you were 25 when you were saying stuff like this about fucking minors. Whatever it is that Adam McIntyre is doing is absolutely nowhere close to anything it is that you're doing now. So how dare you condemn somebody in your 40s when you weren't even half the person that Adam is in his 20s? Bitch, I cannot. Find the fucking apologies. Find them, document them, list them. Because if I'd been called out that many times with people saying he never apologizes for his past, and I had, you best believe I'd have a whole entire fucking docket of receipts. I would just post it. I'd post this Google Drive document under every single fucking person who turned around and said.
Ghoulish Toad says, I remember when I was a fan of H3, I was a paying member for months before I realized they blocked me from chat because I criticized Jimmy Lee. Look at how that turned out, lol. So I was just paying to chat into the void, and they don't even let their members know that they... Holy shit, so they can block you from chat without you knowing? Don't you at least get the courtesy of knowing that you've been blocked so that you stop paying or something?
That bullshit. But alas, despite well over 10 years worth of content from Ethan Klein, no, you just can't find the apologies. Where are they?
And when Cruel World Happy Mind asked the exact same question, Ethan's response was to find them.
And a lot of times when they say things like, oh, he's apologized for his slurs, where are those apologies?
That's your job. Your job is to look and find them. Don't ask me where they are.
Yeah, no, it's no, and I think I made that exact comment. Like, no, it's no one's job to fucking research your fucking apologies, man. Like, who the fuck? Holy shit, man.
You're the one making the accusations. You're the one making a 3-hour documentary. You're the one saying that you're unbiased and that you...
And like his apologies are buried in like a 5-hour fucking live stream. Who's gonna find that shit, man?
Like researching. Why the fuck are you asking Chris Kuntler after you already put out the video? Where are the apologies? Stop lying. That's your job.
Now, Ethan knows that this is an extremely tall order considering how many hours and hours and hours worth of content it is that he has created. And at this point, it would probably take more than a lifetime to try and find exactly the moment where Ethan Klein apologized to a particular community. So I'm inclined to believe that these...
So Pigeon says he was also blocked. Natasha says Big Al Cake Mix says 100% they would block paying members and you would not be able to tell. You also get banned from their Reddit if you mention it. Holy shit, so if you get on Reddit and be like, hey, I think I was banned from the chat. I can't see my chats. You get banned from Reddit too?
Don't exist, because if they did, why don't you just show us? If you want us to find it, why don't you? And considering Ethan Klein fans allegedly have created this snark-brained website to go through and dispel any actions of perceived racism that could possibly be attributed to Ethan Klein or Healer, if they are willing to make an entire website surrounding that, why on earth can the same people who support you not find these instances for the rest of the internet to use? And honestly, again, I believe it's because it didn't happen. And if it didn't happen, then just deep that. Like, live with it. It is what it is. But then don't pretend that you did. Most influencers it is that we see from that particular time of YouTube have either actually apologized in a way that can be tracked and found, or they've completely ignored it and pretended that it didn't exist. And quite frankly, honestly, for me personally, I'm okay with either of those. But just stop fucking lying to me. Because to me, it seems as if Ethan Klein's activism has a dress code. And if you don't look like him, the door is locked from the inside.
Boom.
Anyway, that is about it from me today. I just wanted to cover that specific topic. It's like one of my main gripes with Ethan Klein, this whole like back and forth lying about like what was done and what was said and rewriting history, removing videos and all of that kind of stuff. It is something that I have length documented over here on this channel. So when I see present day Ethan advocating against racism but then not standing on business, it just really irks me. I also just wanted to let you know that this weekend, hopefully fingers crossed on Saturday, I will be hosting a charity live stream for aid for the
Fifth Planet says Loki doing you a favor, stay off Reddit. Oh, the fact that they banned some people, yeah, right?
Jamaican Hurricane Melissa relief. That will be on my Twitch, so I will definitely leave a link to my Twitch in the description.
Oh hell yeah, she's trying to raise money to help people, Jamaicans impacted by Hurricane Melissa. Let's fucking go. Use that QR code, folks.
Description box down below. But with that being said, tell me what it is that you guys think. Do you think that everybody is
Great video from Paige. I honestly did not have a lot to comment on. It's midnight over here. I'm pretty fucking tired. I've explained to you guys I've had a long fucking day. Plus, she's so well spoken. She's so fucking smart. This is a great video. I had very little to say. I honestly wanted to sit down, listen, and understand from a black person why exactly Ethan's behavior is racist and problematic. And she's made, honestly, an amazing case. Even in a situation where I was like, is that technically bad? Like the bronzer, completely understand. 100%. Zero confusion about the whole situation. Natasha Noodles just gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Thank you so much, Natasha Noodles. That is so very sweet and kind of you, especially at the very end of the live stream, at the tail end, sending us off with a big smile on our face. Thank you so much. That's so generous. And we got 36 new members today because of everybody who gifted and joined. You guys are so generous. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Paige, fantastic work. And she has earned a subscription from me. Boom. There we go. I urge you guys to do the same. Her video is at 34K views. Deserves a lot more, to be honest with you. Deserves more views. So the link is in the description of the video. Please go to her page. Please like her video. Leave a comment. Subscribe to her channel. Show her some love for this very cool video. Very insightful. And with that, I had a couple of extra topics that I wanted to talk about today. Like some Zionist comedy stuff, Trump visiting with MBS, Paramount in Saudi Arabia. There's a whole... Okay, so there's a Bill Maher podcast with Patton Oswalt where like Bill Maher goes full like fucking Republican and stuff. There's some good clips from that, but I'm tempted to just watch the whole fucking thing. Maybe tomorrow we'll do like a long reaction video. There's also like a 6-hour debate between a feminist and like a traditional like dude who wants like a traditional family or something. The whole thing sounds insane. So there's going to be probably another live stream tomorrow night, long form video reaction. Just got to make sure that Maki's okay and I've taken care of all of that. Everybody, thank you so much. I'm going to go get Maki some tuna water. To everybody who donated tonight, to everybody who sent to gifted memberships, thank you so much. It was really fun having you all here today. Thank you for being supportive. I've had a very just rough couple of days just with Maki and just a whole bunch of shit happening. So I was a little bit tired. I'm a little bit out of it today. Thank you for being patient. And thank you for Paige for having such a badass video to carry some of the load today, to carry most of the load. So appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much to all of our lovely viewers, wherever you're watching from around the world. We love you so much. Thank you to our members. Thank you to our patrons. Patrons, I will upload the video to Patreon tomorrow, the exclusive video. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. And as always,